The stream is up.
I think we're good.
Are we?
Yeah, just gotta, whenever we're ready, we'll give everybody a couple minutes to get back in here. Chim chim charoo. Oh yeah. Okay.
I wonder if, yeah, I guess we are live, eh? Are we live, eh?
Are
we live?
Yeah, we're live. I don't think anybody's joined up yet, though. I'm viewing, so I don't know how that's possible.
Says 6 to me.
0 on both my screens.
That's because you don't have the right screens.
Apparently. Hold on, is this right? Shouldn't have that there.
Nope.
Put this here.
Nope.
Oh, no. Nuprin. Little. Yellow. Different.
Okay. You got the music queued up?
Pretty much. I mean, you got the next episode queued up?
Of course.
Are you using the original music and original intro?
Well, we're playing exactly as it was released. We're playing the release.
I love that authenticity.
It was a minute and like a half, minute and 40 seconds.
Yeah,
long.
that's why I told we
That
had
intro?
to cut.
Yeah.
The intro. We had to cut that shit down.
Yeah, we'll have to play it
That
all.
show was 20 minutes.
The next one was 16 with the intro. 16 minutes we did.
Yeah. How?
With a 2-minute intro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And a minute outro.
I bet I get 13 supposabli's in this episode.
Over under 10, Armand. Over under 10.
How long is the episode?
16 minutes.
16 minutes with about 3 minutes of intro
I
outro.
would say it 6 times.
Ooh, he's going 6.
I'll go 5.
You're going to go 5?
Four. I'll go
take
4.
the over on
I'll
6.
go 4.
I'll take the over on 6 and go 7.
All right, I'll go 4.
All right, cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the
Start it.
our beautiful bean footage, and then we'll start the old beautiful bean footage, the original bean footage.
Yes, not to be used without what the express written consent of who's the beautiful bean footage? Bushes.
You know what? No, I'm not going to start that because I've still only seen 5 people on. Let's give it some time. Let people
There's
show
10 right now. I can see it.
Well, I still only see 5.
That's because you.
We're getting a little ahead of
What I'm
ourselves.
drinking,
What is Armand drinking?
menstrual fluid.
No,
Don't say
Armand, that is not what he's drinking. That
It's my
is.
concoction. It's creatine, energy drink,
Uh-huh.
Powerade Zero.
Powerade Zero. Gotta have that.
I could turn off the light and it would glow.
Nitric oxide.
What?
And
Nitric oxide.
And
There's sediment at the bottom, Armand.
That's stuff.
G Fuel.
G Fuel. Right.
There's sediment
If
at
G
the bottom.
Fuel's good enough for Armand.
Oh, that's that vegetable stuff I do too, like the the vegetable powder. The
No.
greens, super greens, it's called. So I pour some of that. That's what's.
Wow.
sedimenting in it.
I smelled this before like a year or so ago, and it smelled eerily similar to like Flintstone Kids vitamins.
Yeah, kind of. Interesting. Comparison. That's
Yeah.
I think
And
it's
that's
the
all
color.
you'll drink? You'll drink that whole thing today?
No.
Is there any truth to the rumor that
It was up to here.
it never really gets empty? You just kind
I
of.
never did. I finally emptied it. last
finally
week.
emptied it? I was gonna
It's
say,
starting to smell bad.
It's like a yeast that a bakery uses. You know what I mean? They keep a bit of it every day for the next batch, and that's kind of the way his drink
No, it was
goes.
fermenting, yeah, so I had to do a little cleanup job on it. And actually, I left this bottle in my car, because it's not supposed to be like this. See how it's on the bottom and everything? It's concave now, convex now?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's not
Smash it
supposed
on the ground. Like hit it with your.
I tried to.
Like crack the top a little bit. Yeah, well you can't. There's so much pressure, and you got to open the top a little bit so you can push it.
Well, I can do that and turn it upside down, but it won't stay that,
Oh, that's not what he's talking about, Armand. Release the pressure and then push it.
Yeah, like you gotta so you can actually push it.
Yeah, but it
Watch one of
doesn't
these
stay
guys
that
get a
way.
face full of this. This would be great.
Still smells like Flintstone Kids. I think I got it.
You think even if you cut,
No, that ain't right. That ain't right at all. Hard to tell.
Yeah, that's all fucked up.
yeah.
There you go, buddy.
At least it sits a
No,
little
it's
better.
Yeah, it is better. If it could stay like that, I'd be happy with it.
It smells exactly like Flintstone Kids vitamins.
It's fucking insane.
Still does. All right.
All right, let's
How we
rip
doing
it.
out there, stream people? We good? You guys all
13.
good? We should wait. You know, there was 25 a minute ago. 25 people a minute ago. We'll
Yeah,
give 'em a
they'll
minute.
get the notification that we went
I'm
live.
not. I am.
I think
I'm
I lost
waiting.
one of my team members because of my drink.
He was never
Yeah.
really yours. He was just enamored with your brains.
They,
He's
they,
back to my beauty.
There's no comparison there.
Yeah, I'm way better looking. No offense. I'm an Adonis.
your charisma versus my intellect.
Start up.
No, I'm not doing that.
Why?
I want to wait for a few more people to show, man. Don't you think that's fair?
What if no one else is gonna show?
Well, then I have wasted your time and everyone else's, but I think it's worth it.
Yes, you will have.
Marissa here today?
I haven't seen Marissa, no.
Marissa?
I haven't seen her in the chat, so.
Hope she's doing okay. I was just down in Tennessee the other day where she's from. I don't know exactly where she's from, but I was all the way in fucking Chattanooga, which is the far, southeast of Tennessee.
What are we doing there?
I had to pick up some equipment.
Oh, shit.
Did you start the episode?
Yeah, touchpad.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, we had to pick up some
It
equipment.
doesn't
we
take a
loaned
click,
out.
it's a touch. You know what I mean? It's not like a click.
I got you. Yeah, it's just barely a little swipey swipe.
Mm-hmm. That'll
right.
do her.
I'll tell you what. We'll give it. I'll give it 1 minute and 21 seconds, and we'll start the episode. Whenever the elapsed timer up there hits 7 minutes, I'll go back there and start it. How about that? We're making the frickin' frogs gay. Hey, there's Frank Reynolds. I haven't seen him all day. Has he been here?
Hey, Frank. Frank just had a birthday, I think, didn't he?
I think so. I saw something about it on Facebook. How about that?
I'm not making the
Is
frogs.
Danielle
gay.
around? She was a big fan, right, Danielle?
Yeah, I see her. She's been around the last couple of weeks. I've seen her on Facebook lately. I haven't seen her today, though.
I don't know which.
I think Hall maybe is what I
Yes,
think.
damn right, Richard.
So you say Armand always.
About the women, correct.
Women.
Yeah.
He's
yes.
something of a Casanova.
Yeah.
He's a big dumb animal, ladies and gentlemen.
I have scars to prove it today.
Word up, y'all. What's up, Buster Rhymes?
Buster Heim.
Oh, yeah, Buster Heim.
I suppose, right?
Yeah,
Buster
I would
Heim,
assume
yeah,
he's.
that's
I
the
assume,
joke.
Joke,
yeah.
I like it.
I bet you do.
Buster Heim. What's the other one? Seymour Butts?
That's
yeah.
one of them, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Any other ones?
Hunt. First name Mike.
Yeah.
Michael
Mehoff.
Hunt,
Jack.
Jack.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, happy birthday, Frank.
Huh, well. All right, start up.
All
Start
right,
up.
all right, all right.
Here we go.
That's the new one.
You're listening to Surreal Talk, a look inside the world of cults, conspiracies, and the paranormal.
Something's not right, man. Something's not right. Something's bullshit here,
Hey, Armand,
and I
can you
don't
check
believe
that,
it.
will you? Honestly, this
Check,
crazy
check.
shit could be completely possible.
Disclaimer, we reserve the right to be wrong, ladies and gentlemen. You think you know the whole story? Think again.
Now your hosts, Eric and Everett.
Welcome to Surreal Talk, a lineupmedia.fm production, and we are back.
We are back.
We are back again. We are here.
It's the second half of today's show. It's been a while since we did a split in the middle.
But this show called for it because this show had a split in the middle.
Right. So what we're doing again, if you're just catching up, or for some reason listening to the second half of the show before the first, we've started a new thing we're going to try to do every other week, and we're having a good time with it so far.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Called Conversations with Ourselves, where we're listening to our past episodes and kind of commenting and lampooning or whatever you want to call it, just listening to our old shows and kind of just going back over it again. Oh, and we're joined by Armand again. Welcome back, Armand.
Armand is here.
Buster hopes I go on tilt again today. I don't know. It's not likely. We're not discussing, the my hot button topics today. Something about,
Yeah, I was telling everybody that you were wanting to show or be on our next show, and you had a couple good ideas. A medical conspiracies one. What was the other?
Yeah, I'd like to do that one.
Was it food? Was that you? No, it was medical. You wanted to do the medical.
Yeah, that'd be kind of health.
That'd be a fun
and
one.
health myths and
There's a
conspiracy,
lot
yeah.
like myths. Yeah, exactly.
About
Like
health. You haven't
like
done a show like
homeopathic
that.
remedies and shit like
You
that.
name
and
it. There's a
witch doctor-
phrenology,
Oh yeah, chiropractic, dentist. if you-
reflexology.
Is a chiropractor a
Sure.
doctor? I don't know. I don't think so.
What do you think, Armand? Is a
I don't even
chiropractor
think a
doctor?
podiatrist is a doctor.
Well, that's for sure.
Wow.
At least this
Wow.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, not me anyway. I don't know.
I did not forget to update the YouTube description. It's still accurate. I changed the title name to 1A though.
Why would this one not be 1B and that one be 1A? The other one be.
Ooh, fair. I'm going to change that now.
Good point.
I'm just saying.
No, you got me there. That should have been the other one. Should have been 1A.
Yeah, this one should be 1B.
I'm not good at counting.
Either way. So yeah, if you listen to last time's episode, I don't want to say last week, but last episode.
No, we'll be releasing this at the same time. So.
Yeah, so if you listen to the last episode, you know what we're doing here. We're listening to our old episode, and we are just
Episode numero uno for us. Nick of Time episode 14.
which was episode 1 for Eric and Everett.
Right. We've had since the original Nick of Time was done by Nick. We had Nick on the show a couple weeks back. We on our O.J. Simpson show, right? When that episode
Has he been on since I was on here?
Nope.
So that was the one you're talking about.
That's the one I was talking about.
That's been a while.
He started the show out. He did the first 13 episodes. Whatever happened. We took over, and the rest is history. But now we're going back through history again, trying to relive our horribleness, and hopefully not so horribleness. I was kind of surprised last episode. I thought, thinking back, I thought it was worse than it was.
Maybe we could.
What you mean? Now, do you think the show was better than you recall, or you
Right,
thought
that's
it was
what I'm saying.
gonna be,
I think we did
so-
better on that
yeah,
first
because
one.
I was pretty sure this one was going to be, and it was terrible. But I thought it was going to
And
be.
when was the date on this show?
Cringeworthy. This
So it was released April 6th, 2016, I believe. Let me double check.
So
It might have been
over
April
2
4th.
years ago.
Yeah,
Oh.
I thought it was going to be just
Yes.
cringy.
I can tell you
know?
have evolved quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
for
were,
sure.
You were a neophyte there,
Uh.
a nascent surrealist.
Oh.
Novice.
Yeah,
Novice.
definitely. There you go.
Tyro,
Tyro, huh?
Tyro, inchoate.
Tyrant, maybe. How about that one?
No, he was.
No.
I think.
Yeah, he's a fucking
When he was
tyrant.
about 50 pounds heavier, he was Henry VIII. Yeah.
God damn it. Look at that comment there. I'm going to not show that
Wow,
in the chat.
that a boy, Paul.
What'd that say?
Read it
Ron's
yourself.
Better than Eric.
Yeah,
Eric is
read it
better
and
than
weep.
Everett. Everett can lick my nuts. Yes. You don't have to show it in the chat. I'll
Oh,
read it out
Paul.
loud.
I hope you all enjoyed Paul because he's now banned.
Are you
No, he's
serious?
not.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
Look
banned.
at that name, Paul Not Walking.
I love it.
That's
Wait,
rough.
Paul, I can help with that. I'm a podiatrist.
He's talking
No,
about
he's
Paul
talking about
Walker,
Paul Walker.
Oh,
the actor that died. I would assume.
Paul, non-ambulatory.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
So we're gonna
I
go
like
ahead and
Paul.
start up. This is part 2 of the Illuminati that we did in April of 2016. So yeah, prepare for the evolution
Well, now,
of Eric and Everett.
did you guys? I'm sorry, I missed the beginning of the show. Did you guys define the Illuminati? How do you define that? The Illuminati.
Ghost of Eric said that it was. He said it's like a secret society that the most rich and the powerful are into, that have their hands, and I quoting Ghost of Eric here, in all kinds of different pies. That's what he said. Political, financial.
And they wield virtually unlimited power over the
yes.
rest of us.
Unlimited power.
Yeah, not Palpatine power, but they have They have a lot
Right.
of power. Yeah.
Right. Does President Eric agree with that, or President Everett agree with
I
that?
still don't know that they're actually real,
Oh,
to be fair.
Oh,
They may or may not be a real organization. Ghost of Eric's past said they incorporated it sometime in the mid-1700s.
well, as I listened, I thought the implication is they have some sort of network too. They're not only just
Yeah, it's
all
not just
powerful,
one
they have-
person.
and they're coordinated, right? So they're
Bloody coordinated.
it's a conspiracy, to coin a term.
Oh yes, exactly.
Okay. Oh, now you don't buy that either. Everett?
I don't
President
know.
Everett.
I'm sure there's people working behind closed curtains out there for their own benefit, not the benefit of mankind.
What's their design then? What's the ultimate goal,
Goal of the Illuminati?
Yeah.
That's
We
what we were
talked
just
about that.
talking about. Like,
Well,
what is the end game? Like,
It's got to be just to push their political and social views.
Yeah.
Is it the globalism?
I
We
would
talk about
I mean, if that.
globalism
So okay, there's
with
the
them in
question.
charge.
Yeah, what is the? So what are the goals that we're saying they're trying to push?
Yes.
global oligarchy, maybe
Ooh, global oligarchy.
Yeah, some sort of
That's-
globalism.
by a non-elected.
Right.
Just
More or less like the EU.
Aha, dickhead.
What?
What?
Because
happened?
I complained. We were talking about earlier how the
Was that the ghost of
we were
Everett
talking
or
about
real
one world
Everett?
government,
no shit, right?
one world government, and one currency and whatnot. And I was like,
Excuse
oh
me.
yeah, it's a lot like the euro.
Absolutely. Oh, you don't agree with that?
I
didn't
just
agree with it.
one
I may-
world,
man,
one
I may
world. I
go
was thinking
off today.
all over the fucking,
Hang around, Buster.
all over the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
One
that's
world.
The template.
I would
is-
think a one world currency would mean a currency that's used in every country all over the world.
but I don't.
That you can go to the grocery store and buy a loaf of
Sure,
bread.
but that's kind of the way it
anywhere
is
in
in
the
Europe.
world.
But don't you think that's going to be a step wide? The euro is a step definitely in that direction, wouldn't you say? And you have 4 euro parliaments, none of them elected, by the way.
Okay, but I'm just saying that's not one world currency, right?
What are
I'm
you
pointing down to Armand because he's right.
Oh, man, yeah. What were you saying?
Oh, on the video.
Yeah.
What a douche.
Thank you.
No, I'm saying it's not a one world currency. You can't take a euro here in America
True.
and go buy a loaf of bread with it.
But don't
one
you
world
think it's an
currency, in my
alarming
opinion.
But you
step
can do it in
toward-
France, you can do it in Germany, you can do it in England. Or you used to be able to.
27 countries, I believe. Maybe 28 now. 28.
Yeah.
Well, Brexit. No,
Yeah.
they never had Britain anyway. Britain never went to the euro.
Because they still had the pound.
Right,
yeah.
they still have pound sterling. But
But whatever, you get the point.
yeah, you don't agree with that?
Do I not think there should be a thing like that? No, I mean, I think
Aren't
if we're
you
going to have
disturbed? Are you disturbed by that?
No, not really disturbed, but I think if we're going to have separate governments, we should have separate currencies as well. I
Why?
mean, because one currency would, I mean, I would think in my mind means one government. That's one person, one
I think it'd be easier if everybody had the same currency.
Institution running the
Then you'd
entire
be able to
deal.
tell who's really, really poor. Easy.
Oh, so you're for that?
I don't mind it.
What do you think about one
Let's
world
get to
currency?
bluebacks. Let's get to the new bluebacks.
As far as the euro goes, the problem with the currency is you look at a country like Greece, because economically, in the past, if your currency gets to be too, for instance, like your wages, you have a problem with your currency, you can devalue the currency. If your trade deficit is too high or your debt is too high. Like in Zimbabwe, remember?
Sure, where they have
Took
trillions of dollars to buy
$10 trillion Zimbabwean note, whatever. I think it was $1.
Right.
And you say that's too much. We have to devalue the currency. You have to.
And like in World
knock
War
off
II, where
9
the
zeros.
Germans printed so many Deutschmarks that they were burning them instead of spending them. They were worth so little it was worth more to burn them.
Right, exactly. Well, you can't devalue a currency if it's a euro. That's why Greece is in such a mess, because they're in such debt they can't devalue their currency to pay off their debt.
So one world currency is a bad idea.
Economically, I think if you ask Miss Milton Friedman, who's God, he's one of the Illuminati.
Got that covered.
But he's dead, of
Now we
course.
know
He's
who
God.
is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wonder what Ghost of Armand would say about that.
Well, eventually we'll get to Ghost of Armand. I wonder
Yeah.
what his first appearance was on the show.
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't either.
Oh man, I can't
remember.
wait till that day. You got to be on for sure. I mean, we'll
I'll
even
bet I was
skip
a real
week.
dick. Yeah.
Nah, I doubt it.
No.
All right, well, here we go. I'm going to run it.
The old theme for you.
What is that?
That was a UFO beaming back at you. Now, they've been coming here ever since 1946, and they have been living and working among us in vast
So good.
quantities ever since. The government knows all about them. These leaders have decided to repress this information because of the tremendous
like this
shock
better.
it would cause to our
I don't know. I like our new
antiquated
one.
system.
This was good though.
Easy Rider, right?
tell you things are bad. Everybody
part
knows
of it, yeah.
things are bad.
That was Jack Nicholson.
Right.
You're listening to
What is
Nick
that
of Time,
thing?
a look inside the world of cults,
So good.
conspiracies, and the paranormal. Brought to you by Lineup Media Group.
Hey, pause it real quick.
Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Bang.
Well,
Yes.
At least not
Peter
real
Finch.
quick, but
Yeah.
let's see. Buster says, "Can we have an epic all-nighter episode?"
Wow,
we have
that'd
those
be
every
cool.
single night when we play Xbox.
We do, really.
We should just start streaming that. You know what I mean? Co-streaming on Mixer, me and you,
Yeah, why Mixer? Why not Twitch?
because we can do a co-stream page.
That's fair.
I mean, easily on Mixer.
Yeah,
I
we
don't know.
should just co-stream our shit. I wonder how many people would watch us.
I don't know. We'll have to check it out.
That's if you think this is like, it's like if you're going by movie ratings, you got like G, PG, PG-13, R, NC-17.
Yeah, if this is
X.
PG,
If this is PG, we're definitely R or NC-17 on Xbox.
yeah, easy.
Easy.
X, borderline.
I think,
Borderline.
We said some shit.
Fucked up shit.
Do you know the original rating system? The original 4 ratings in '68 that came out?
No.
No. I know PG-13 wasn't part of
No,
it.
no. It was G, GP, M, and X.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's
and then they
GP?
General persons or something, and they changed it to PG.
Wait, we
And-
still have him, don't we? Mature?
No.
And here's
that's
a
for
trivia
TV.
question: what is the first film to get a rating from the Motion Picture Association rating?
Wizard of Oz.
Casablanca.
Oh, it's way after that.
What year did you say?
68.
Oh.
Dracula has risen from the grave.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I never seen that.
Yeah.
Have you watched that movie, Armand?
Well, yes, I have.
See?
It's very good. Christopher Lee. It is available
Wait a
on
minute.
certain sites.
Saruman slash fucking
Dooku?
Dooku.
Yeah, well, he was Dracula. That's
Yeah, that's
how
where he
became-
comes
No, that's
from.
Count Dooku.
Right.
He was-
no,
he was
no,
Count
that's
Dracula.
Dracula.
Count Dooku.
Yeah, he was old and frail when he was Dooku.
He's been looking
Just like
forward
Peter
to this.
Cushing.
I've been looking forward to this.
Peter Cushing is not Van Helsing. He's Governor,
Optimus Prime.
No, Governor Tarkin from Star
Oh,
Wars.
yeah, Tarkin, yeah.
Who's Optimus Prime?
Well, who did our Optimus Prime's voice? Optimus Prime.
I didn't like Tarkin. He was a
voice.
bitch, I think. I think
You're
Vader
far
should
too
have.
trusting.
Yeah, I think
Peter
Vader
Cullen.
should have.
Peter Cullen. That was way off.
Vader
Peter
should have
Cullen?
force choked his
Cullen,
ass.
yeah.
Oh, no, I like the Governor
Peter
Tarkin. He
Cushing.
died on the Death Star. He went down with his star.
He said, "Oh shit."
Paul Not Walking says Everett's too low testosterone for an all-night stream.
Is that what that means?
Ooh.
Testosterone?
Boy, Paul's
sure.
taking pot shots at you.
Yes, he is.
Fine, I don't care.
All right, we're starting her back
You're
up.
bigger
We're-
than that.
We're going back into it.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat.
I'm with
Punks
that.
are running wild in the street. There's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it.
The whole truth about JFK, 9/11, Area 51, the Illuminati, the moon landings, Jesus and Magdalene, the CIA,
We didn't do
KGB
Jesus.
and AIDS, the reptilian elite,
Pause it.
Watergate.
Wow, you guys had Bolero in the background.
We should do a
Who put that
Watergate
on there?
episode.
You know how long it's going to take to do the time travel episode or the 9/11 episodes? Like
An
this?
instant.
8 hours.
Not
We're,
at all.
we're,
not at
we're
all.
doing more than double.
Yeah, we're at more than double when we're redoing.
It's going to take 12 hours to do time travel.
We never did a Watergate episode.
Holy shit. Who
Wow.
cares? No, we'll get that. Well,
Who cares?
Dreadful omission.
Yeah, Watergate.
Well, I mean, you
man.
could probably do a general political scandals. I mean, if you don't want to focus on
Oh,
water.
there we go.
Oh,
That's
I
even
would
better.
do
White
political scandals?
water.
Yeah, all the biggies.
Yeah, I'm going to add that to the list.
Cuban
real
Missile
quick.
Strike.
Iran Contra. That's a
Yeah,
big
the
one.
Iran Contra.
Roll that
was-
beautiful beam footage.
World Order,
What?
Roll that beautiful beam
Bilderberg,
footage.
the
What?
Roll that
the
beautiful beam
Ultra
footage.
Project, the history of the world and the oppression of the human consciousness, and the truth about God, the devil, heaven, hell, and the delicate fabric of the universe.
You gotta say, I am as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore.
You mad, bro?
That's
Welcome to Nick of Time Podcast, a Lineup Media Group production.
You can stop it
Do
now.
I still sound the same? Do I still sound like that? Do I sound
No.
Say that same words.
Welcome to Nick of
No.
Time Podcast.
Yeah, you sound exactly
He's
like
I
that.
don't know about that. I don't think.
What
Well,
do you
maybe.
mean?
I thought he was a little nasal in that.
Welcome
ghost
to.
no, he's more resonant.
It could have been that old mixer kind of making it sound a little more hollow and less
Yeah.
full. And we had shittier microphones at the time too.
Yeah,
These
maybe
aren't
it
the
was
same
mic.
mics?
No.
Seems like you stress the fricatives more and the susurrants.
Think so?
The suffering
Yes.
succotashes.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I don't wear pop filters on my mics.
Now, who did? That's a great montage. Who did that? Did you? That intro?
No, that was Chris.
Wow,
Chris Lakin did that.
Oh, man, Good job.
Yeah, he's pretty
To
good.
This Week and Every Week
That's
by Audible.com.
Mancini.
Go to
That's
Audible
Peter
Trial.
Gunn. Dun, 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 dun. That's Peter Gunn.
Is it?
And then he had Bolero from Ravel. Remember Bo Derek at
No.
10?
I remember Bo Derek.
She liked to make love to Bolero.
Oh, well,
Yeah, so
good for
that's-
her.
You can,
Well, yeah, good for the guy she's on top of. Dudley Moore, I think, in that
I have
situation.
which would
no
never
idea.
happen.
She still looks
.com.
good.
// Nick of Time to get a 30-day free trial and a free audiobook download.
Really?
A little more volume.
And if you're looking to do any shopping on Amazon, visit our website, nickoftimepodcast.com.
You called it Amazon.
And click the Amazon banner. Any purchases you make
Amazon.
during your session will directly support this show. How's everybody doing today?
Armand, if you have to order anything off of Amazon, I would like you to use Amazon.com/Nick of Time, and any purchases you make.
Ocho
will
Man wants me to use his.
Fuck him. Come
okay.
on, man.
You're on the Ocho Man show,
Yeah,
you know that, right?
Yeah,
I know.
He kicked me off.
Well, it's only a matter of time.
Although I did a guest.
We had a great
Yeah, I
episode
did a guest
yesterday, though.
appearance yesterday.
How'd
for
that go?
Everybody. I don't know.
Excellent.
I'd like your fans to listen and tell us.
Dylan,
Check out OchoMan.com for Eric and Armand on the Ocho Man show.
Dylan's having trouble. I had to tell him.
Dylan's on the show
eventually-
now?
Yeah, no,
I
well,
think we straightened him out. A
yeah,
little
well,
bit.
it was just, I tried to tell him. I was like, no offense, man, but maybe you need a style change. The pastel shirt is probably not going to do it.
It's not a bad approach, but you can't be a hard ass.
fucking terrible.
And wear that. You can be the meek kind of sheepish guy that needs, the motherly. If you want to
Yeah.
be that, play that one.
Oh, we don't want to give him
The
any more.
Sal
You want
Mineo
to hear
approach.
it? You want to hear it? Listen to it. It was a good one.
Hey,
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome back to our
Hey.
second half this week.
I'm Eric,
I'm Everett.
I know.
and this is Nick of Time.
Man, that was a
You've
good
already
little.
said like 9 times.
Oh, yeah. So I guess
Really?
we'll do a little recap of what we did last week. We were
did
talking
we do
about the
last week?
Illuminati, and they
Pause
are
it. Apparently, we release these a week apart. You get 20 minutes this week, 15 the next week.
We recorded them the same fucking day.
I know we did.
ancient secret cult.
I don't know about ancient, but
Well, I
quite
mean,
goddamn old.
yeah, 300 years, almost
goddamn
300 years
old.
anyhow. So they are a very old secret cult. Say not ancient. You happy with that?
Sure.
So they're a very old
Busting fucking balls back then.
secret
I am
cult.
who I am.
And they're hell-bent on world nomination.
World nominations.
So where were we?
We are sheep. That's where we left off. We
Oh,
are
is that right?
sheep.
We are sheep.
Sheeple.
We are doing what they want.
World
when
nomination.
They want.
Democratic
It is
nomination.
literally us versus them.
It sounds like it. I'm ready to go to war.
I'm telling you, they are just trying to keep us broke down, poor, and hungry, and everything that they're not.
So you keep saying
Frank already put in the chat. I said supposedly.
I didn't hear it. Did
I
you?
didn't
I didn't
either.
hear it, but I don't doubt it. I'm
them,
gonna go ahead and add it.
them,
Yeah,
they.
you
Who
are
are
them.
they? Who,
Well-
Close enough.
who is it right now that really comprises the Illuminati, the secretive? Not
So Everett is asking me to tell him who is in the Illuminati, right?
Everyone? Every
yeah,
every
like-
name?
Is that not
Wow.
a?
That's
is that
not
not
a,
a?
probably
tall
not a
order.
reasonable request, right?
the celebrities that
Supposedly.
may or may not be. Who is the high up Illuminati?
Okay, well, I would say the backbone would be like the 1%ers and the big world bankers, the guys that control all the money.
Well, let's
guess.
ask about
I
that
like
1%ers. Let's consider that 1% of world population, roughly 7 billion. That's what, 70 million people?
700 million.
700 million?
No,
that's
it's
No,
10%.
70 million.
Well, it's
Okay, we're horrible at math here.
yeah, it's a good thing we do a conspiracy show and not a math show.
Goddamn right. So even still, 70 million people sounds like a lot for
I think it's too much.
the upper echelon of a secret society.
Yeah.
1%'s just like a general term, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Not to be
So it's
taken
gotta be like-
literally.
Yeah, 70 million people in the Illuminati.
You say it, I
The
swear it.
1% of the 1%.
Yeah, the 0.01%.
Ghost of Everett's past is an ass.
Sure.
The 0.01%.
See, he agreed too, Jeremy.
Who else?
So it's bankers, billionaires, politicians. See, so the end game is basically the politicians. They can pass whatever they want through the Congress or the Parliament, per your respective
I
part
don't know
of the world.
Okay, can I ask a question? What do you
asking
agree
Ghost
with
of
that
Eric's-
statement?
are you
Yeah,
asking-
I'm talking to Ghost of
Which statement?
Ghost of
This is President Eric.
Eric.
President Eric. or
I'm
Ghost of Eric?
I'm asking President Eric
Okay.
if you agree with
Ghost of Eric.
post-President Eric, or past Eric, Ghost of Eric.
Ghost of Eric.
Okay, do you
What
agree
was
with
the
that?
que-
Politicians.
I don't remember the question.
Well, you said something about politicians are the Illuminati.
Run it back 30
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah. Most. I mean, yeah. We'll go
At
back,
what
but
level? Not state level. Who would you? I mean,
it's not
Senate.
your town mayors.
Senate?
I actually think I get into it
Oh,
here
okay.
about
All right.
all that.
Okay.
Honestly.
0.01%.
Sure.
The 0.01%.
Who else? Who?
So it's bankers, billionaires, politicians. See, so the end game is basically the politicians. They can pass whatever they want through the Congress or the Parliament.
You don't think the Illuminati owns the
your respective-
politicians? That's not the politicians.
Yeah, yeah. It's not. They're not the politicians.
Okay.
Politicians aren't. The
I don't
part
know
of the world.
if I would have to argue that politicians would seem like a pawn as much as anyone else.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, they are a
Good
pawn,
call,
but they are
Everett.
still part. Would be still.
I
Eric,
agree with
that-
myself.
Ghost of Eric never said that they weren't. He never said they were Illuminati. Listen to it, Ghost of Eric. You gotta let him explain himself. He's onto something here.
All right. Sorry.
You're always fucking him
I
up.
apologize.
They think they're part of it.
Right. Well, yeah. Okay. So who sits at the top?
That's the question.
That's the question. That is the question. Who sits at the very top of the
I like this
triangle,
show.
of the pyramid per se? Who is the all-seeing eye?
Wouldn't be my surprise, or wouldn't surprise me if it was like the Postmaster General.
Right. Pee Wee
Just
Herman or
somebody
something.
you didn't see coming.
No shit.
It's
Yeah.
Dr. Claw from
It's Nick Cage, man.
Inspector Gadget?
Nick Cage.
Yeah.
They say he's
Dr.
immortal.
Claw for
Yeah.
Inspector
Well,
Gadget?
I can believe it. It's part of the Illuminati. So the Illuminati are blamed for all kinds of bad shit, different things that are going on in the world right now, today and throughout history. They've been blamed for World War I, World War II, and going to start World War III. It hasn't even happened yet. They're already getting.
That's speculation.
Well, yeah,
Ghost
I
of
don't know.
Eric.
World War- I
Ghost
guess
of Eric.
explain-
Ghost of Eric might be getting out of control on
Yeah,
that
you
one
got to
just a little
explain
bit.
World War I to me.
Yeah,
The Illuminati there.
I don't want to hear. He probably didn't know what he was talking about.
Oh,
blamed
All
for it.
world
you don't have to
wars or
whisper.
some
We
sort
know.
of-
Yeah.
They're all connected to the
He
can't
Illuminati.
hear you.
Yes,
No.
sir. But no, they seriously though depopulation,
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
celebrity assassinations, media and news control. They're basically
We're gonna go. We ain't gonna touch that one. Ghost of Eric didn't touch it. I'm not gonna touch it.
blank out the media
Good
so
idea.
we hear what they want us
talking
to
about
hear. We
Jews.
see what they want us to see. We watch what they want us to watch.
Along that lines, how would the Illuminati?
So, Jewish people are Illuminati? Is that what you're saying? Because that's not true, Everett. I think you're anti-Semitic for actually just trying to
How
bring
about
that up.
How about that other sect that Dan Brown talks about? Something Dei.
Oh, the people that whip themselves.
Not the flagellants, but you remember, in the
Yeah, Opus Dei.
Opus Dei.
Yeah, Opus Dei.
Are they part of this? Or what do you think?
No, I think they're
No
just
clue.
religious zealots, like fanatics. Religious, not religious. Religious, like fanatics, like zealots. I think.
But
they're
not
just,
the Illuminati.
No, no, I don't think so at all.
Or are all the Illuminati on the same page as far as their aims, or would you say that they have conflicts? Because a lot of these people that are very powerful, you would think, as far as bankers go, because I know, House of Morgan and House of Rockefeller were
Like Rothschilds
big
are
enemy.
two huge
Sure.
bankers.
Yeah, and they were enemies. I mean, J.P. Morgan and Rockefeller.
Or did they want you to think they were enemies, Armand? Did they want to
I
put
don't know.
off that, and then behind the scenes they're
Well, I'm
making it?
asking you.
Oh, I don't know.
It's your
Maybe you should
show.
ask Ghost of Eric, because President Eric's not so sure about it.
He
Okay,
has
how
no
about
clue.
President Everett?
I have no fucking clue either.
Opus
You would
Dei.
think
I would
Like-
think that, like any group, they have, dissension in the ranks.
Right.
But there's still going to be your main overlord or lords sitting at either a table or something like that. They're your ruling powers. But
So I'm just trying to get the definition. And so Illuminati, more or less, could be any very powerful person, but they're not necessarily allies in this one overarching goal.
Amazon.
Yeah, but the conspiracy is that they are.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's
I thought
what
they
the
all wanted the
conspiracy
same
theory.
thing.
Yeah, well, that's the conspiracy theory that they meet. There's a big group of them.
and
Yeah,
they decide the fate of the world. 'Cause
Yes.
They're all on, but that's not what you think.
Me?
Well, I'm not talking the ghost. I'm talking.
You're not- well, you got to be more specific. I don't know.
Are they all on the same page, or there are conflicts as to what they want to achieve?
No, and I'm sure, like Everett said, there are probably smaller groups, but as like a global force, I don't think there's a global force of people that. But I imagine there are people that are multi-country, or, even a whole continent trying to, adjust prices of gold and doing stock market crash, like the crash value. I mean, there's.
I don't think we can understand exactly how their plans are set to work out. You know what I mean?
Right, but all I'm saying is there's people and they got plans.
That's probably fair. I mean,
You know what I mean? Like people at
But
the
do their
top.
plans conflict? I mean,
Ooh, I imagine if
That's
can
what
you
I'm
imagine
wondering.
if a couple of big powerful people's plans conflicted with each
That's
other?
what I'm
What
wondering.
ends would that go to?
right.
Maybe that's why we have
Well,
wars.
that's what I was asking. If the Illuminati has one specific goal as a cabal, as opposed to Illuminati that are very powerful people, but certain Illuminati are antithetical to other Illuminati, and there's this like angels versus demons battle going on at the on Mount Olympus.
Could very well be,
like the
man.
gods.
I don't know. I have no clue about the inner workings of the Illuminati.
Did you guys address? Maybe you guys will address this on this past show.
Probably not.
I don't think so.
All your other big hacker groups would have busted them open by now.
Oh, you mean like Anon and all that?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, well, yeah, you would think that they would be in opposition to the Illuminati.
I mean, I almost think if those guys can't pull up the dirt or find the pieces, because that's what they do.
Right,
They
well,
can't find it out.
maybe-
Then either the Illuminati
What fuck am I talking
That's
about?
what's Ghost of Everett even fucking talking about
No, he's a
here?
douche.
are that damn good, or they are the Illuminati.
Yeah, maybe that's why there is no sure smoking gun evidence,
They
because
control
they are
the
just
internet.
that good.
Oh my fucking
Yeah,
god.
well, that's probably not true.
Just keep playing, and I'm almost done
But
with
I know
these
they've
guys.
been blamed for 9/11.
he's fucking two here.
And the Paris attacks, Ebola, all kinds of different things.
Ebola.
Yeah,
Where did that come from? What?
We went straight from fucking conspiracy to yep, they started Ebola. They're responsible for Ebola.
Well, I mean, the theory is that the government started AIDS, right? Isn't that? Or have you guys addressed that? That could be on our
Yes.
health. That could be on our health.
It's
show.
fine with me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
These,
Mhm,
these
excuse me,
viruses.
that they're said to have supposedly be responsible.
There it is.
That's
get it?
one.
What?
That's one.
Are you supposedly?
Before.
Yeah, got it. One.
Interesting. It's almost like the Illuminati are the granddaddy of all the cults.
Right,
All
yes.
other cults are just subordinates to the Illuminati.
Well, I actually saw a nice infographic on that one time, and
Did you?
if you go to Google and you type in
Oh, I'm doing it.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Everett's gonna Google what I am having him Google now. Here we go.
Illuminati infographic, who sits at the top of the pyramid.
Yeah, just type that into Google, Everett. Go ahead.
Sits at the top of the pyramid.
I want to see this.
So all you got to do is you type that in, and then you click images, and there'll be a nice black and white
Hang
picture
on
there,
here.
and it just goes to show you the Illuminati sitting at the top of the pyramid, and who all's below 'em.
Convenient that that's a pyramid.
Right,
Because that's
exactly. That
Well,
all goes
somebody
back
has to
with
be
the
at the top,
symbology
right?
and
Oh
symbolism.
shit, they
think
do
you-
sit at the top.
Who?
So there's all kinds of hierarchy inside the Illuminati.
Okay, let's have it.
So at the bottom level of the you've got your novices, your novice witch, which is apparently a thing. You have knights.
Oh, you were
Knights
talking about
east and
witchcraft.
west.
Ghost of Everett's Past was talking about witchcraft last episode, so maybe he was onto something. I don't know.
Okay, so there's this pyramid here. I'm looking at it. It's hard to follow. So it's showing through basic 5 different versions of the Illuminati.
It's because
so
you're not
the,
woke.
the pyramid of the Illuminati has the original Bavarian Illuminati with the 13th degree. Today's Illuminati with 6 degrees or 6 lifetime positions and special positions.
Oh.
The top candidates Order of the Skull and Bones. Okay.
And
so
that's
this-
underneath the Illuminati?
Yeah, apparently this doesn't make a lot of sense. Google what Eric says, and maybe it'll make more sense to you. To me, it looks like just a smattering of other organizations thrown under a hierarchy and calling them Illuminati.
Well, who's the top? Who's at the top of the pyramid?
It depends on which sect you're going
Is
at
the
here.
CFR in there, the
It's
Council of
the,
Foreign Relations?
The third,
That's got to be.
This guy's CFR in
13th
there?
degree is the 10s. The kings are the 9th degree or something like that. The philosophers are 8th.
Philosopher.
Priests are 7th. Princes are 6th.
This is in the Bavarian
Yeah, what is- this
Illuminati.
is from the-
Modern
what is this, the
Illuminati.
15th
Modern
century?
Illuminati.
Modern Illuminati. Today's
Yeah,
Illuminati.
the Crusaders.
Specials and
Knights
councils and
Templars. What
committees.
is this?
Specials and councils and committees take up the top. Right below it is the grandmother in the Ipsissimus.
Wonder what the fuck that is.
I think this is outdated.
The Mother of Darkness and the Grandmaster sit below those two. The Sisters of Light in Asmodeus or Neophyte level. Asmodeus.
Beelzebub.
Yeah. The third from the bottom is Master Witch. The second from the bottom is Craft Practicing Witch, and the first from the bottom is a Novice Witch. That's today's Illuminati, apparently.
All
Do you have a
right.
date on that, though?
Yeah, Illuminati.
Ghost of Eric, I need to talk to you for a second.
1995.
That was some questionable Googling there.
Yeah, that was from 1995.
Yeah, well, sources.
Before the internet, really.
Sources.
Paul wants to fire you and replace you with me.
Well, it's a good thing Paul doesn't run the fucking show.
Paul.
Man, it could be. It's
That's what I would
all
do.
part of
He's
the
a good guy.
conspiracy.
That's what I would do.
It's all part
Yeah, he is.
of the conspiracy. But anyways, it shows you a really nice picture.
So
there
who sits at the top of that infographic?
the Illuminati. They're at the very top of it. They're at the
they
top
are.
of the
Sounds like a
structure.
circular
Below them
argument,
would be
doesn't
like
it?
bankers
Yeah, it does.
and up the politicians.
Okay, I got you. I just wasn't understand the structure of that infographic. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry that we didn't explain it to you good enough, Ghost of Everett. Our skills weren't that good back then.
Carry on.
You suck.
Yeah, so they
Both of you.
are said to have control
three of
over
you.
senators,
of you.
presidents,
You all fucking
Congress,
suck.
all the lawmaking in the natural world, the elections. They pick who they want for presidents and prime ministers in the stock market. So they
Can we hold it for a second?
We sure
This
can.
is April 2016.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What do you think the ghosts of Everett and Eric would have thought about Trump at that point then?
Oh, my God. I don't
You
know.
think Trump
I wish
could
we
have
could
gotten
have.
elected? That last statement you said, I don't know if that would. I don't think that's. I think that's
Contrary, you think?
I believe it is. I think it's contradicted by Trump's election.
Let's see what we got.
He sounds like the ultimate anti-Illuminati candidate.
He
Presidents,
does. doesn't he?
Congress.
Which, you know,
Eric?
I'm going to go ahead and say it,
Everett?
that's why he got in, because the Illuminati, they're like, we got to try something different this time with Trump. Okay, because we got to make people think that he's anti-establishment because they're sick of, they know our game right now, so we got to switch it up.
So you think it's all part of this?
Of course. Come on,
Wow.
Armand.
What do you think, Eric? I don't know about that one.
That's Everett.
Ghost. Is it the ghost or the president?
No, that's regular.
This is President
Regular
me.
Everett. Regular
I'm
Everett.
gonna just ask you to move along.
It's all the lawmaking in the natural world.
What a girl.
Yeah.
Of the elections, they
Love a
pick who they
commitment.
want for presidents and prime ministers in the stock
Okay.
market. So they pretty much are responsible for everything, financial, political. They, again, have their hands in it all.
You said that already, Eric.
Wow.
He's
Yeah,
a little
the Illuminati
repetitive.
are
hard
very
on
nuts. They're
himself.
also said to have ties with the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds.
That was
And
last
if,
episode.
Don't
if
forget
you're
the
listening to
Morgans.
this show, I know you know who the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds are. So yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of a whole story for another different time, though.
Yeah.
And we did that.
Yeah,
show.
the royal family and the Vatican. So the Vatican, according to this conspiracy theory, the Vatican are Luciferians as well. And
Well, okay, hold up. There's somebody out there on the internet claiming that the Vaticans are actually Satanists.
there is more than one somebody out there on the internet claiming the Vatican is Satanist. Yes, they
deep.
claim that the entire Catholic
President
Church.
Everett here. That's just deep.
You think that's a possibility?
I think that's when people have eaten way too much of the fucking Kool-Aid or drank too much of the Kool-Aid, man.
Yeah. What do you think? Wouldn't that be nuts if the Vatican was actually Satanist?
That's like
I'll tell
whenever.
you what, I think Pope Francis is Satanist.
That's like whenever on that show,
Hey, you heard it here first.
Marvel's
I don't
Agents
like
of
him.
Shield. It showed that Hydra was actually Shield.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
wow.
It's the same thing. Satanists are actually the
That's
Vatican Christians.
portentous.
Mm-hmm.
Bush, Obama, Trump, all the same devils in one mask. Wow.
Sure.
Nice, Shammy.
Shammy. Wow.
I like it.
are Luciferians, are Satanists.
So how far does that go down? Is it like the priest on the?
Paul
think
Not
so.
Walking's making good jokes, but I can't read them out loud on YouTube.
I
All
think
the
we're
way to
gonna
the
read
Pope.
them.
He's supposed to be the
Well, I mean,
Antichrist.
I understand if the Pope's at the top, he obviously knows about it. But how far down does it go? Like the priest or preacher down at the church on the end of the road, obviously would have no idea about this, right?
Well, I mean, I would think not, because he wouldn't be a big
What-
part
what-
of the
what?
conspiracy. He's just
Sure,
the
sure.
preacher at the end of the
Another
road. But
pawn.
So Everett's questioning whether or not this Satanist agenda at the top of the Vatican goes all the way down to your local preacher or pope at the end
I
of the
think it
street.
does.
You think it does?
Oh,
Sure.
Oh, how come?
You think they tell everybody in the organization, hey, listen, I know you've wanted to be with God your whole life and you've joined up, but actually, now that you're here,
We're on the other side.
Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
Yeah,
I don't think that's how it goes.
I think the Eastern Orthodox is in on it too.
Oh.
Hey,
Okay.
Part of it.
We don't bring up the Eastern Orthodoxy here.
Yeah.
That's me theoretically.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
What is the natural? What is
Eastern Orthodox?
That's what
Armenian,
Armenian
yeah,
is.
church,
Eastern
Armenian
Orthodox.
church.
Is that Jewish kind of or no?
Yes, it
Not
is.
even close.
Oh yeah.
We're more or less. I used to tell
Oh,
people we're more or less
yeah.
like Catholics, except we don't think that the Pope is infallible.
My large
In
Jewish
fact, we
body
think he's
needs
very
loving.
fallible.
Yes, he is. All
You
popes.
agree with? Yeah.
Yes.
Especially
He's
this
a
one.
man. He's fallible. I mean, there you go. He's not.
Well, apparently this infallibility is only extends to religious matters.
Oh,
Which-
Michelle.
But that's crazy because this Pope says things that previous popes, about religion that it totally contradicts
Yeah.
what they said. So how can they all be infallible?
Newsflash: religions, people are full of shit.
Good enough.
And we're going back live to Ghost of Bear and Ghost of Everett.
If you get to the Catholic Church, I mean, they've got more money and more gold than God.
I don't think God's got money.
You shut up. He
Sure he
does.
does.
Or
That's how I
gold.
got to be God.
He bought his way
Sure.
in, huh?
Can't be God
Wow.
without
There's a
mammon.
lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. Think about
She
it.
bought it.
Yep. Who'd she pay?
God.
That's
He's the only contractor up there needed.
Fuck it. All right, we'll go with it.
Sure, well, I mean, it
See
is
what I
God's
did there,
gold.
God? But they're supposed to have ties with the English royal family in the Vatican. Bill Gates, the Bohemian Grove ceremony, the Bilderberg Group,
Really?
the Koch
Jesus
brothers.
Christ.
The Koch brothers. Here's an interesting bit of information. The Koch brothers, and they got more money than anybody else.
Koch brothers, are actual guys that run Coca-Cola.
No, the Koch pipeline, Koch oil.
Ah, I got you. I'm a little
Koch
slow on that
brothers,
sort of
yes.
thing.
Okay, so Ted Turner, Bill Gates, the Koch brothers, and H.W. Bush have all publicly acknowledged the NWO. So, I mean, whether you want to say that they're
It's a true story.
Illuminati or
Is
that
it?
they
Yep.
are, just for the NWO,
Citations,
either
please.
way, that's fine. But they
Look
are
it up, George
publicly
H.W. Bush on the
acknowledging
New
it,
World
that
Order.
They are for the NWO.
Look it
and
up.
That is one of
Everyone
the
I
main,
just said.
Well, I don't doubt they're all
that's one of the main
globalists.
end games of the
I think that's
Illuminati.
true.
They want the NWO. They want the New World Order. They want a
Absolutely.
one world.
Did you mention Soros?
Soros is for sure on that list, but I
Absolutely.
don't think I mentioned him in that.
The richest man in the world now is Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. Or Bezos,
Yeah,
however you want to say.
huh?
But yeah, what did you find the little clip where he says, "And we can usher in a new world order for ourselves and for our posterity." This is old Bush Senior.
Oh, I think they all want that.
Yeah, of course. Ever since he
that
killed
would
JFK.
suit the Illuminati. I do agree that would suit the Illuminati more than anybody else. To get rid of
Right.
elections, to have
Yeah.
one global order. Oh, they'd love that.
Preach
That's
about
how you
Armand.
consolidate power.
Hey, we got somebody in the chat here. They must be
Agreed.
woke. Muslims never did 9/11. It was the American Zionist government pigs, and he does that in all caps. So
Bilal
God.
Amar.
I guess he knows.
Bilal Amar.
We're getting a lot of hardliners. It seems like today. You throw the word Illuminati out anywhere
yeah.
and brings everybody. in.
I'm not even gonna say like. You don't know who it was, and I don't know who it was. All we can both say is that Bilal Almar, I'm talking to you, is that we don't know. We don't think that what the government said happened. I 100% do not think the story of 9/11 is what
I assume
actually
you guys
happened.
have had a show on
Oh,
that.
yeah, we did a
Was
big
Nick on there?
four-parter.
Nick has some
No.
real interesting.
Yeah, I hammered it. I hammered it 4 parts.
These things on $20
We'll get there. It'll be
bills.
about 3 years.
Oh,
We'll get there.
that's horseshit though. Yeah, that's horseshit.
I didn't know it was dismissed that easily.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's fucking somebody folding a piece of fucking paper and
Yeah,
give me a
right,
fucking
right.
break. Give me a fucking break. Anyways,
Yeah.
as you were saying, Eric.
Either way, that's fine. But they are publicly acknowledging it that they are for the NWO, and that is one of the main.
That's true. That's all.
No,
That's
I
one of the
agree
main
with that. I
end
think
games
that's
of the
true.
Illuminati. They want the NWO. They want the New World Order. They want a one world government. They
I'm sure
want
the
a one
Clintons do
world
too.
Oh, of course.
currency. So
I agree.
The
Does
more that they
Trump?
can control.
You think Trump wants a new world order?
You can't spell NWO.
Right. My whole thing with Trump is
MAGA, baby.
as
Prove me
it's-
wrong.
As it sits right now, I don't think he gives a fuck. You know what I mean?
How about Putin? Is Putin for the NWO?
I think Putin may be the NWO. Yeah.
Yeah, Putin
Think so?
plays the long game. He definitely could be. He'll get what
I
he
don't know.
wants.
He's a nationalist, though, for Russia. That to me is not a globalist, right?
Well, as
They
long as
can't
this
have-
new
can't be
global
both.
thing is based on Russia.
Yeah, as
I
long
mean,
as the new world order is like Russian and derivatives, like
But
why
that's
wouldn't
not
it be?
a new world order. To me, the new world order is the Illuminati running everything.
Wouldn't Hitler be a new world order if he'd have won?
I don't think so.
Why wouldn't that be
Because
considered
he
a
wants
new
Germany to be new world order. I think that
is a new
transcends
order over the world?
Yeah, but it transcends nationalism. I don't care if you're a Jew, a Muslim, or a German, or a Catholic. As long as you've got money and power, that's what I want.
I mean,
right.
your version NWO. I mean,
I'm
Right,
saying
isn't that what that means?
a new order over the world is
Correct.
just something different from the old order over the world. Doesn't matter if it's one country that spread the whole way or all countries got together and combined it. A new world order is just a new order over the world. It could be coming from one country. It could be coming from multiple together. It could be coming from a secret fucking cabal of enemies. Like what's the red faced guy in Hydra coming? Yeah, it could be anything.
I don't get this. I think that's a contradiction.
Okay,
because
well,
when you say Hitler to me or Putin or
Okay,
any autocrat or bent on world domination,
Right.
My country is going to enslave the rest of the world. My country.
Yeah.
The Illuminati is more. There are no borders, no countries, people with power, whoever
Right.
they.
So,
be it religious. Those
we would
ones
have
you
to
named.
we would have to
so
infer
there are no borders.
We would have to infer here that once a country dominates the entire world, it's all Russia.
Correct.
So it's good. It's okay to be a nationalist. You're technically a globalist at the point, but Russia, Mother Russia, for one, we did it all. We took it all. It's
but
us,
here's
all
the
us.
contradiction. You could be the poorest, veriest, benighted Bohemian in the world, or in Bohemia, and still be a leader of the world over anybody from the United States, any Jew, any gypsy, any.
But the United States wouldn't exist anymore. It'd all be Russia.
Right, but if you're an American, you've been enslaved. Like the Roman Empire. The Romans were
Well, you
the
don't
only
have to
people
be
that were-
enslaved. Even in
Well,
New World
that's-
Order, does not really have to be
That's what the
enslaved.
Germans wanted to do with the Japanese and the Italians. They were going to split the world, and Italians and Japanese and Germans ruled everybody. The world order, to me, is not that. It's Putin, the Bushes, the Rothschilds, or any banker, from any country.
Let me ask you
Soros.
this: Does it have to be public in the world to know that the New World Order is here for there to be a New World Order?
There you go. What if just politicians start making stupid
It's
laws
behind
like
the
we're
back.
going to use
It's-
Russian currency, and everybody's like, what the fuck is
Well,
why?
I
But
think-
it's because Russia just secretly took over the world. Does
Well-
it have to be public?
Say that again. I don't think I got. I didn't
So
understand
does
the
the
question.
cabal, like,
Uh-huh.
if the Illuminati or whoever this cabal is, if their goals are met, does it have to be public that the New World Order exists for the goals to technically exist, or their goals to be met? Is my point. Like,
I think
could we be existing in the New World Order right now and not know it, like the beginnings of it?
I think
I
that's
don't think as long as
possible.
you have elections, I don't think you can.
You don't think you can fix elections?
I think the euro is a transition. If you look at the eurozone, it's close because none of those people in those parliaments are elected, and they're making laws that cannot be rescinded, which is why Brexit.
Right.
The British got sick of it and got out of it. That is what the new world order would look like in a country where the Illuminati take over. You would know because they're the ones. They just keep electing themselves. They don't even elect anybody. They say, look. The Bush, the next generation of Bushes,
they're
the next
appointed.
Chelsea's kid,
Aren't they appointed, right?
Well, it's like the British and the monarchy.
Yeah.
It's more or less.
Well, that's like a bloodline thing there, right?
Or whoever the hell they deem to be worthy.
Right. Well, I don't know. In the monarchy,
So
you have to
would
be a
know.
part of the. You have to be
Correct.
a part of
Monarchy,
the family.
you have to be royal bloodline,
Yeah, bloodline.
obviously. But in this, the Illuminati, it's whoever's part of the,
Yeah,
the
maybe
group,
you
the
can get
Illuminati, the group.
invited if you're like say when Jeff
possibly.
Bezos was in 1999 and you've seen the picture, everybody's seen the picture of him with the with the plywood painted Amazon and his little computer at his desk. But now, see, he wasn't on their radar back then. Now they want to invite this motherfucker. Like,
Sure.
you
well,
got
because
power.
he's got right, and the guys
got-
at Google, who's it? Brin, Sergey Brin, and who's the other one? The Google guys. I mean, you're invited.
Right,
Zuckerberg.
obviously. Yes, Zuckerberg, yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
It's,
for sure.
it's not. It doesn't totally shut you out, but you have to be royalty.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, upper echelon of anything.
Just like this gal that married Prince Harry.
Yeah. Now, who
She's
was
a
she?
nobody.
Yeah, so she's a commoner, right?
She's American.
Second-tier actress. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Control everybody through a one world currency and a one world government. It's better for them.
That makes pretty good sense to me. You're painting a pretty good picture there.
Yeah, I mean,
What's our
that's
timestamp?
the
I don't
picture that's been
paint.
painted for me. Like I said, I've
9:04.
done multiple hours of research, YouTube videos, websites, articles, and everything, and that's what I've come up with is that they are at the top of everything. They are the gatekeepers. They hold all the keys and they lock all the doors.
Man, I'm going to start a war with them. That's
How do you feel about that? Having noticed somebody's controlling you at all times, controls the entire population of Earth. They have control over everything.
Now, would you care about that, Armand, as long as you could exist as you see fit? If there was somebody completely controlling the entire world and everything, would you care about that? Would that
Absolutely.
you would
Of
care about that?
course.
Okay,
I'm worried about my own country.
right.
You know
Now,
that.
this may be a stupid question, but when you say I'm worried about our own country, are you talking about Armenia or America? I don't
I'm talking
know.
about America.
I don't
He's
know.
an
Never
American,
been to
sir.
Armenia.
You've never. Wait a minute.
That's my heritage. It's not my
but
country.
you've never been there.
Never been there.
I didn't know that.
No.
I thought you spoke fluent Armenian.
I do, but I was born in Granite City.
And that's it, I hear.
I also speak fluent redneck.
Tell Everett
being
go
from Granite City.
Tell Everett to go fuck himself in Armenian.
Yeah.
Do it. Come on.
Maidigi Chuna Kunem.
Yeah,
That's even
boy.
worse. That's the worst. Fuck your grandmother's dog.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you can say to somebody.
Really?
Yeah, in Armenian.
now we
It's
got
worse
that
than
figured
fuck
out.
yourself.
Fuck your grandmother's dog.
Yeah. Meds Maidigi Chuna Kunem.
Wow.
Yeah, when you say that, that's
Jeez,
bad.
man, I just said
Smile when you say that.
Ganatsatayer. What's that mean?
Bite my crank and Seminole. No?
Seminole.
No, it's toast Armenia, right, or something like that. What
say?
Ganatsatayer? That's what John was always saying.
I don't know. I don't speak that.
I don't even know what the hell that means.
Ganatsatayer? I don't know.
See, Hayed, yeah, Armenians.
Right.
Yeah, hello Armenians, or yeah, Hayed is Armenians.
Sure. So like
I don't Ganats.
toast Armenian.
Now he speaks better than I. That's his original language.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
he
his
was born
first
in
language?
Lebanon, yeah.
Paul says, "Oh no, you're an Armenian. He's Turkish." That's not good.
that's cool.
Armand doesn't have a problem
I
with
don't have a
Turkish.
problem with that at
Ocho
all.
Man, on the other
Ocho
hand,
Man will kill you.
Hey,
Ocho Man will
Ocho
blow
Man
up your school bus.
he will probably kill you.
Not me. Anyway,
They make good
I
cigarettes over
yes,
there,
I would
Chucky.
have a problem with the world being.
I would too.
God, any
What do
freedom-loving
you?
person.
No, well, see, now listen. We're going to get a different sense of it right here because I'm going to ask Everett the same question.
Ghost of Everett, or
No, this is President Everett. President Everett.
I'm ready for it.
Would you care if this world was controlled and governed by people that made all the rules and everything as long as you could exist in it the way you wanted to, like your life would change now? Would you give a flying fuck about
What's
all
the
that?
difference right now? Tell me what the difference is.
For you, nothing. Right now.
What do I care?
Right now.
Nothing changes to me.
Okay.
It could be that way right now, and I wouldn't know.
Right.
Don't know.
Told you, Armand. Doesn't care.
Don't care.
Doesn't care if it would. Yeah.
wow.
I'm too self-centered to care about that. I still believe that I can control my own destiny to a point. Laws are only laws if you get, or you only get in trouble for breaking laws if you get caught. That sort of thing, man. I live in my own little bubble.
Yeah, but the problem is they could make a law tomorrow, or it's the law that's not even enacted. They could throw you in jail or
And
kill
it doesn't
you.
matter.
Okay. What?
And
What's
you'd
the, for what? Throw me in jail.
Doesn't
of course they can
matter.
do that now, I guess, too.
For
at
what?
this-
Anything.
anything.
For nothing.
Some
For
arbitrary
literally
charge.
nothing.
Okay, if as soon as I know about the law, then I won't do it in public, at least.
No,
I
no,
don't know
no.
if it
You're not
matters.
understanding. Say you did something that they just don't like.
Like what?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I don't do things they don't like that they know about.
Doesn't matter. They come to you. Well, okay. Doesn't even have to be anything. They come to your house, take you to jail, 10 years.
Fascist. Okay, that happens. I mean, what am I going
Right,
to fucking
okay,
do
well,
about
that's
it?
what
If
I'm
they
trying to
decide to do that
clarify.
today,
So-
if the police today made up a fucking thing and tried to frame me or blackmail me, I couldn't do shit
Right.
about it.
So I
that's
guess
what
you're
I'm
saying
saying.
we're already to that point.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a philosophical question, a rhetorical question. Is it good?
No, I mean, but it doesn't really matter. To me and you and everybody else, really, it doesn't matter. We don't have the power that we think we have. What we have is the power to affect our everyday lives.
He's got a point there.
That's true, too. But it's at the same time, man, you got to give a fuck about the overall
Really?
situation of everything. Yes.
Your one vote matters.
Yeah.
In
Yeah. it does.
Illinois?
Your one vote with
In
everyone,
Illinois,
and
like,
with everyone
you voted
else.
for Trump. How'd that do for you in Illinois?
I'm just so you're saying that we should just have fucking fuck it fascism, right? Fuck it fascism. Everett's for fascism.
I think the
saying
question
I don't
was,
give a
would
fuck
I
what we
be?
have.
He just asked, am I for it? Or the question
no,
was.
I said, would you care?
Yes, would I care? I do care, but I do think I agree with both of you in a way. I care, but I think he's right. I mean, if somebody want to rub us all out right now because they didn't like this podcast,
Right.
we'd disappear in
Today.
a blink and nobody'd ever know. Except
Nobody'd know.
Paul would miss me and Marissa.
Somebody just called us all dogs in chat. Some dude says,
Us?
just another. He says, you're all jogs. Fuck you all.
Is he referring
Ban
to
him.
us?
Yeah, I'm going to ban him.
Ban him.
Remove.
Oh my God! Even me?
Touched by a 12 gauge, stick it up for us. He says, "Fuck you, dude."
Thank you. Hide
very
this
eloquently
user.
put.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Do you get that often? You get?
No.
No,
I don't
not
think,
really.
man.
We today, for some reason, the word Jew popped out once, and then the word Muslim popped out once, and then we've just been getting person after person in the chat.
It's probably the same fucking person. Let's
Probably.
be honest. You know what I mean? But all right, we're gonna go back to see what they got to say.
Boy,
Skeptic in
controversial.
me wants to say this is just bullshit. I mean, that the fact that there's that big of a nefarious group that hasn't been found
Thank
out, there
you.
hasn't been a leak that's made it through. But then on the other hand,
But it's totally plausible as
I
well.
mean, it's like the age-old question of do we live in the Matrix?
right? Yeah,
was
exactly.
gonna
The
bring
same
that
thing.
point
Prove it.
Yeah. So, and that's a big.
I have the
that's a
same
big
answer for
deal
that
with the
question as if
Illuminati,
we
is
live
that
under the
there is
NWO or live in the
really
Matrix.
no-
Pause it real quick. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. If we live in the NWO or under an NWO or in the Matrix, it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, does it? Here again, well, I guess when I guess our disagreement is, and it always is on this show, it seems to be. It doesn't matter to you. It matters to me, but I agree with you. There's not a damn thing we can do about it.
Right, that's
but
why
it doesn't
doesn't
matter.
Still
okay,
matters.
it can get you all riled up, but it's just
Yeah,
like saying, like,
right.
I'm getting mad because it's raining
Right.
outside
So you
today.
think it's wasted emotion?
Yeah, like,
and,
why
all right.
bother? You got way much more you
He's
can
got a
do.
point there. You might be happier if you don't think about it.
Yeah, well,
You
yeah.
can
but
still-
What if
ignorance
what
is
if there was a
bliss, 'tis
chance?
folly to
What
be
if there was a
wise.
chance of standing up and changing it, but you had to give a fuck about it?
I mean, sure,
Well,
if
I
you're
don't
ready
know.
to do a revolution. I'm not a revolutionary.
I'm not sure you can. I don't know. Who can? Who? All right, that's a good question. Who in this in history has changed any of this?
America?
Oh, God damn it.
Trump?
Whoa.
Oh, goddamn.
Come on. Whoa.
I don't know.
Whoa.
I don't
No,
know.
I think
just-
America changed it. We stopped Hitler. Well, the Allied forces stopped. We all as a coalition, we stopped Hitler from carrying out what he wanted to do.
Well, we can have a World War II show sometime. I'd love to do that.
Wait a minute.
Crossover
Franklin
show.
Roosevelt was. I don't start on that.
What do you think? They didn't kill 11 million Jews in the?
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I don't. But they were not bent on world domination.
No,
that's
no.
a myth.
What were they bent on then? They weren't bent at all.
They're bent on Anschluss was apparently Hitler. They're bent on tearing down communism, destroying Russia. He wasn't bent on
Weren't
taking
they
over Britain
socialists, anyways. I mean,
technically, but he hated communists. There's a big difference to him.
Yeah, yeah.
His mortal enemy was Russia, Stalin.
yeah.
What makes Stalin any better? Well, that's a different show. but-
Stalin was a mass murderer for sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Probably killed more than Hitler did. I
Oh
would
yeah,
say.
he did. He did.
Yeah.
Well, here's something to consider. Just one question I ask everybody. Nobody has an answer for me.
Oh, good.
Germany invaded Poland.
Uh-huh.
Poland had a treaty with Britain and France that if they were invaded, they would all declare war on the invader.
Uh-huh.
Okay. 2 weeks after Germany invaded Poland, Russia invaded Poland. Why did they declare war on Russia? Can you answer? Anybody answer me that question?
Why did Britain declare war?
Britain and France. Why didn't they?
Why didn't they declare the war on Germany when they did on Russia, is what you're saying?
No, they did declare war on Germany, but
But
not
they
Russia.
didn't on Russia. Well, they were scared.
Yeah. Pussies.
Okay. All right.
One of the most
Pussies.
famous
That's
things
the
is you
best
never get
answer
involved in a land war in Asia.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
everybody knows
But we're
that.
talking about Poland.
And you never get into a battle of wits with a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Also true.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Bird in the hands or two in the bush.
Sun Tzu.
Hard evidence.
What was that?
the
Ghost of
concrete
Eric. That was
evidence,
good.
All right. Well, I did.
to show what they're doing, to show that they're bad people, that what they do is not good for humanity. So there's really no concrete evidence for that, and that's the bad part about it, because that's what makes this conspiracy and not fact.
Not
because
fact.
it would.
What made it conspiracy, not fact?
That's what makes it conspiracy and not fact.
What?
So there's no evidence.
Because there's no evidence to
About the
support it.
Illuminati.
But yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Oh, okay.
There's-
It wouldn't be a conspiracy theory if we could actually prove the entire thing. So, they can't stand up to the major test of time and research and logic. The Illuminati conspiracy theory is just not concrete enough to be exposed as fact. There are a lot of coincidences between the false flags and whatnot, and what the Illuminati want to do.
Wait a minute. What am I talking about there? How did I go to false flags?
What is it? I was going to ask.
I don't
Did
know.
I didn't even say.
Let's hear this rambling. Let's
I
keep
didn't
going.
even say that. Yeah, I can ramble. That's for sure. But I didn't even say anything about false flags being related to the Illuminati ever before, and then I just went right into it right there.
But we just can't prove that the global elite are out there to get us. What do you think?
Yeah, like I said, I have such a hard time swallowing.
See what Charles says in the chat, Armand? Did Russia invade Poland to defend them against Germany?
Oh, hell no. they invaded Poland to take as much as they could before Germany took the whole thing. Are you kidding? They split it in half.
Global elite are not selfish enough to join some clandestine organization to control the fate of the world.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, the guy that's rich and he's got all the money, what's he want? More money, more power. That's the only thing you can get with more money and more power is you
disagree.
want more money and more power.
Well, once you're at the top, you got to.
Can't argue with that.
You
Huh?
Can't argue with that.
But
don't just.
just to clarify, so you'd be, as long as you're, and I think I agree with you here, as you know you're a slave to these people, you know, right? And you can live with that because you're more or less content.
Right. I'm content enough to where
Okay.
I'm such a slave
Got a
that I'm
point.
used to it. My life is in slavery.
We know we're nothing.
Right. I mean,
But we're gonna, you know,
I
as long
can,
as we got TV,
I can
we
still
got our
do whatever
games.
I want within
Right.
reason. You know what I mean?
Well,
There's
when
nothing.
would you start one? Okay, so
I don't
what
have the
would it-
means to do what I would really
There
like
you
to
go.
do.
So
Okay, but
would it?
when would it start? Like
To
I
bother
said,
me?
now you can't play games anymore. Your game is
Not only that, but now the air conditioning, that we can't have that.
Whatever.
That's
Yeah,
too much
right.
electricity
I don't know,
for
man.
our country to use.
Uh-oh.
And since you belong to our country, there's no
You
air
know me.
conditioning for
I'm the
you.
kind of guy that they start taking away my electricity. Excuse me, I had a frog in my throat. I'm going to start generating my own electricity, one way or the other.
You can't. That's against state rules. You're going to jail 10 years.
There's a lot of things they tell me I can't
or
do
your
right
health
now,
care.
and I still
they
do.
take your health care. You can't. You have to wait 6 months to see a doctor. You might
be-
have cancer.
Better yet, they catch you there putting your whole family in jail for 10 years for soaking up the air conditioning because they were part of it too.
Well, do you see in California they got that water limitation now? They'll fine you a couple $1,000.
Fine. If it gets to that
55
point,
gallons a day.
yeah. If it gets to that point, somebody comes to my house and starts trying to take my electricity I'm generating on my own, then we're gonna have a fucking problem.
How about
and
your
then
water?
Then they'll see a guy that gets pissed off and does care. Okay, is that what you want to hear from me?
Yeah, we want to know
I'm
where
asking
it
wanna-
is.
you wanna know when I
What's-
get fired up?
What's
Yes,
the line?
that's
I want to
yes.
see you fired up.
Whenever they come and try to have power in my home, that's whenever it is. You step through my door and try to tell me what I can and can't do.
That's why.
That's whenever you piss me off.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man.
They can say all day long right now what I can and can't do in my home. Like they say I can't smoke weed in my home right now. Fuck you.
Okay.
I can't generate electricity in my own home.
Nope.
Fuck you. Then come into my home. Then we got a problem. Then
They're
it's
gonna.
real. Then there's a realism.
They're
Because right
gonna.
now there's a disconnect. I can do whatever I want as long as I don't get caught. And I'm
Right.
fine with that. Have your fucking rules. Keep it away from me. I'm not part of your society. I've been in this before. We've been through this. Fuck y'all out there. I'm in my own little island.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. We
So
pushed the right button.
we
So-
found it. It's air conditioning, ladies and
It
gentlemen.
is air conditioning.
Air conditioning is
Yeah.
the bottom
Wow.
fucking line
All
here
right.
for Everett.
Yeah.
Air conditioning
That's
will
what
do
the
it.
fans want.
Yeah. Yeah,
His
that
face
everyone.
is red.
I'm taking
Look
my
at
weed.
him. He's
Air
flushed.
conditioning. Yeah,
Man, oh, man.
no more weed, no more air conditioning. He becomes a different person.
Take away chocolate next, and then we're gonna have a war.
How about it was like the 30s where they came and take your son for the Hitler Youth?
That'd be a problem too. You start
Yeah.
trying to take.
All right. Well, it's
I mean,
happened. Things like that have happened.
Again, once you come and affect me like in my face, then yeah, I'll have a problem with it. But otherwise, I'm living my own little. I've set my life up to where I can live in my own little bubble.
Have
But
you ever
would
heard
you agree if what did Edmund Burke say? The
don't ask Eric.
Sorry. Supposedly, the easiest way for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. So eventually, do you agree with that?
Did
That
I
if
ever
you
say I
just
was
sit-
good?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But do you think it's going to be, you sit back, I don't care, and then eventually they're going to do
Yes,
something?
that's
that
exactly
pisses-
true.
Okay, I think
I
so
would
too.
agree with that 100%.
But we're not there
Evil
yet.
happens because people let it happen.
So there's
But we're not there yet.
There's,
not there
there's
yet.
and there's something that's like similar to what you're saying, Armand. Someone said that was like, they came for the people that were the artists, but I didn't speak up because I'm not an artist. They came for the
Right.
people that were musicians, and I didn't speak up because I'm not a musician. So they came for whatever, the farmers. I didn't speak up because I'm not a farmer. And then they came for me, but there was no one left to speak up for me.
Who said that? That's good.
I don't
I've
have
heard-
any
I have
idea
heard
who
that
said
before,
that. I don't-
yeah.
and that's probably
It's a
not the
philosopher,
exact.
but
yeah,
right, I
it's
get you.
probably not the
Well, that's
exact.
I like
point.
that, but
That's
I don't
true.
care. That's what I'm saying. I'm not here to stick
Fucking
up for
asshole.
anyone. I'm not here to. I'm not a person who takes up causes.
on
I'm
the
not a
throne,
champion.
Right.
I'm not. That's not me.
Well, it's basically like the frog boiling in water, right? You
No,
throw him in boiling
what?
water, he'll jump out. But if you put him in a
And turn up the heat slowly.
Right.
Right. You're
he
right.
won't.
You're right.
And eventually he's parboiled because he doesn't realize.
I've let
he's
myself
being
get buried
boiled.
more or less.
I think we're on that path though, especially with the
Yeah.
Eurozone.
Yeah.
That's close. That's real close.
Even if that happens,
Okay.
still, or to the point, if they're not monitoring me in my home 24 hours a day, again, I feel like I'm
but I think
still
they
in my
are,
own island.
with this Alexa stuff and all that stuff.
I don't
right?
have an
I think that-
Alexa.
True.
Echo,
I don't have an
But your
Echo.
phone, you got a phone.
No, I have a phone.
You're the
Siri?
computer guy. Can't the
true.
phone do it?
Google Voice.
I use Siri, but it's true.
Cortana?
I guess they could be listening to my, but they're not
course.
acting on it. Listen to me all day long. Again, what are you doing with it? Are you going to come?
They're not
waste?
gonna act on it
Are you
until they
gonna-
need
okay, let me
to.
say this: if they're listening to everyone through their phone, I'm doing nothing near bad enough that they're going to blow their cover to come bust me for smoking a doobie butt, under a cover in my bedroom.
They don't need to worry about
That's-
blowing their cover. Edward Snowden already did that, and they've got laws on the books now say they can do that.
I'm just saying, I'm too
We're
small.
there,
I'm too
dude.
small.
But
I'm nobody.
That's the defense, though. But I don't think that's a valid defense. That people say, let them inspect me, let them listen to me, because I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, why
I'm
give
doing
up?
plenty.
Why give up your
I'm not
privacy?
saying that at all.
Why
That's-
give it
yeah.
up?
Privacy is an illusion anyway.
Ooh.
The right to privacy. I mean,
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, you may have the right to it, but do you actually? Is it exercised? No. I could break into your fucking email right now and figure everything about you. You have the right to privacy, but it's not respected in this world. It's not. So quit feeling like you're
Yeah,
so.
but do you want the government doing it? I don't
Right.
necessarily care. I get on
Just try to
Facebook.
stop
You
them.
give up a lot, right? I didn't say.
We're not
We're
at
talking
that. We're not
theoretical.
talking
We're talking
about
philosophical.
stopping them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, you
we're
can't.
talking-
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you.
So it doesn't
you can't
bother me.
stop it.
I
You're
can't
not
do
bothered
anything about
with
it. I can't
we
affect
are.
it.
I am.
We can't do a damn thing. I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Nobody can do
And you may
anything
be
about it.
happy.
That's
That
not
makes
the
you sad.
point.
You may be happy.
It makes me
yeah.
laugh. It makes you guys mad. It makes me laugh. It's like I can't do shit about it. Haha. Joke's on me.
Well, he may be
oh well.
smarter than us. That may be a more mature, a better attitude.
Yeah, maybe, but it could be the more pussiest attitude. Maybe
not.
I'm not the champion that everybody wants to be for society. Everybody wants to be the hero. I want to make change. I
No
want
better
to see it all
feeling
now.
than that, man. I'm
Is there?
sure.
It's
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of hassle for what? I've been the kind of guy that's helped people out my whole life, and where's it got me?
You ain't never been no champion.
Yeah, I've been plenty of people's champion.
I'm gratified he got so pissed off about his air conditioning. I don't
Air
know.
conditioning, that's
Boy,
it.
that
That's
really
the
set
thing.
him off.
Yeah, that's the
So
thing.
who was it earlier? You were asking the question like, which of these four
Me or
objects?
Ghost of Eric?
It was you earlier,
Oh, okay.
President Eric, who had this Facebook post up. It was a picture of 25 items.
Yeah, that was
You
cool.
got stuck on a deserted island. What would you take? And T, we were having this conversation. He was like talking about how he would have to get rescued. To me, I'm stuck on a deserted island. I'm fucking happy. That the people are
Alone?
Yeah,
With no air
alone.
conditioning?
No chick?
At
Who are
least,
you gonna
at least I
kill?
control everything there. I don't got anybody fucking with my stuff. I'm at my own control. I can build my own hut if I want to, or let the storm come and take me. I'm fine with that.
I don't think I'd be fine with
Yeah,
that.
I'm not. It's fine with me.
He chose the
No,
saw
I'm-
over a knife.
No, I took the saw and the knife. I chose the saw over the weed. That was a tough one.
What did you get to take? 5 things?
Four
Five,
things.
Four things out of a huge
I ended up,
list of things.
I
It was
ended up
pretty
taking
cool.
the first aid
Oh,
kit,
okay.
the knife, the saw. And what was the other one?
The pot.
The pot, like a big pot to cook with.
Aren't
Yeah,
the
but
knife
so
and
they
the
had
saw
a-
kind of similar though?
Similar, but not quite.
Okay.
Exactly, Armand. Exactly.
Can you make any kind of lumber or any good construction with just a knife?
No, that's
You're
why
gonna
I
have
got
a
a
lot of
saw.
fucking
but I
desert
cut
island.
a
There
fish
you
with
go.
a saw.
You got me there.
And you
I
probably
think
cut
the
your
saw
thumb
could
too.
do more. Like,
No, hell no.
You want the
knife.
knife?
I want the knife.
well, you
all
make a spear
day.
out of the knife.
All right, I'm giving the
theoretically.
knife up for the weed. Oh, the spear and the knife.
Yeah, you
No,
can't
back
make
to the knife.
spears with the knife, man. You
Right.
can't do that with a saw. It'd be fucking terrible.
That's an interesting.
Ashley
I
wants
don't
to
think
know.
I'd
We're
take
going back
both,
to
though.
listening to the old
Oh,
episode.
right. You're right, Ashley. What are
Oh
we
yeah,
talking
shit.
about?
All right,
There
yeah.
we go.
You got to be pushing towards something, and at that point, you're not pushing towards more money.
Yeah, you're the ones at the top are pushing towards population control and depopulation.
Okay, that's speculation. You don't know that, Eric.
Sure. I mean, so you say.
Right. So I say, well, and like I said, that's
Supposedly.
that's just what I'm being told. That's the research that
Who's telling you this?
I'm doing, and that's
Fair
what I'm
enough.
coming up
Get your
with.
sources. Don't give yourself
So
shit.
yeah, so if we can't prove that the global leader out to get us, that's maybe that's how they want it. Maybe there's a reason
Obviously
for that.
that's
that
how
they
they
stay
want
so
it.
I
secret.
guess
So-
they're doing their job right.
exactly,
They
exactly.
have one of the best PR firms in the world, apparently.
Yeah, they're
It's
better
like
at
anti-PR.
I'm not sure I agree with
So
that.
they don't want the stuff.
Can we, was the point that the Illuminati are trying to keep this a secret?
Yeah,
Because I think most people would agree with Everett that who gives a shit as long as I've got my stuff and I'm doing okay. I don't care that they rule the world, right?
Right.
So I don't think they're really that secret.
Until it starts to affect them.
yeah.
Yeah, well.
Whenever
that
that's like
sucks.
that's how revolutions happen. When you piss off the people at the bottom, and make no mistake, all of us are at the bottom. You piss off
Absolutely.
enough of them, that's when you get revolution. We're not pissed off yet. I'm not pissed off. You haven't did enough to piss me off.
I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore.
I am nowhere near
Yeah.
that. I am
No, I
nowhere
don't
near
think
that.
we
You
are.
guys are way
No.
closer than I am about being mad about all this stuff. I still consider it futile.
Yeah, it's
Air
just like that
conditioning.
that French,
Resistance is futile. You
that
will be
French lord of the
assimilated.
treasury that said taxation is the art of
Theft?
No, of pulling feathers from the most feathers from the chicken without getting it to squawk or something to that effect.
Ah, yeah. Just leech as much you can from the motherfuckers so
Before they
bitch.
yeah, right. That's what the art of tax. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, theft too. Taxation.
More or less. Well,
Taxation's
the
not
power to
theft.
destroy.
I believe in taxes, even as a guy who's away from society. I think taxes are absolutely necessary.
Yes,
You
but
need-
what kind of taxes? Value-added taxes or income taxes?
Income tax is fine.
Inheritance taxes,
Yeah, income tax is the stupidest thing in the world.
property tax,
It's a disincentive to work.
state tax, discount
it?
tax, sales
I think
tax,
so.
If it's a, I don't think it is,
federal
but-
tax, state tax.
Anything you
income
tax is a disincentive, right? You tax soda, people drink less soda, correct? You tax
Nah.
work, people don't work as much.
But that's not a that's
Well,
a
it's
sales tax, not an income tax. I'm fine with the income tax. I'm fine with sales tax too.
Any tax
I'm
is
fine
a
with taxes.
disincentive. It's
Well,
the government's way
If
of
that was the case, no one would work because if the taxing
taxation
there,
is theft. Absolutely, Charles Featherman.
that's
Correct.
exactly what I said.
Yeah, that's what you. That's well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
taxation is theft.
To get it out, and that's hence all the public deaths, and they use the celebrities to influence public opinions, and the other room.
I still think that could be a thing, like trying to get
Like
like
Katy Perry, get out there and say that you like this.
yeah, getting celebrities on board for a cause to
I
help
mean, that would
sway
be a good
public
plan.
opinion.
Are they actually doing it? I don't know.
Yeah,
but
it's
that
just
would
a
be
form
good
of
plan.
propaganda in my mind. I feel like. What do you think? If they like they were trying like Trump was like, hey, fucking quarterback guy from the NFL, fucking come here and tell everybody that they should be standing for the anthem and shit, and follow the lead. Everybody trust you. You're the fucking hero and fucking. There it is.
Well, patriotism is the last refuge of a scoundrel and all that. I mean,
Yeah, well, I mean, it
nationalism
could
is that's what I was going to go about with World War I. Nationalism led to that,
Mm-hmm.
and all these wars. I mean, that's the hue and cry of That's why we have wars.
Yeah, I was just talking to a buddy of mine the other night on Xbox, and that's what I was telling him about. Like, everybody after 9/11 was so pumped up with this false sense of patriotism that everybody ran out and like fucking joined the military because they were, saving American lives.
remember
when
that.
In fact, it had nothing to do with that. I mean, everybody's sense of patriotism after that happened was just
What do
insane.
you think the whole Cold War was? The Russians, I don't think the Russians really were bent on taking over Europe or any of that stuff.
Right.
That was all constructed to frighten the hell out of people.
Propaganda.
Spend more on defense.
Mm-hmm.
The government has to be more powerful to defend us.
War
and
machine.
that's not taxing toilet paper will not make me poop less. That is not true.
Might make you
Taxing
buy a
toilet
bidet, though.
Taxing toilet paper will give you dirtier underwear.
It might
will
make you buy a
use
bidet.
less- you will see that's an economic fallacy. That's a straw man argument. You will use less toilet paper,
yes.
hence have more streaks on your underwear. And
The
you will probably have to
your
buy
logic
more
is
underwear.
sound, Armand.
Thank you. I'm
Rumors
good. I'm good
are,
in the toilet logic.
There's all kinds of rumors, but Alex Jones snuck into the Bohemian group.
Alex Jones.
Infowars.com
You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
and prisonplanet.com.
See, you have to forgive me, listeners. I'm not too deep into the conspiracy world, so I don't know of Infowars.com.
Yeah.
Everett doesn't know of info.
Not too
good
deep.
guy.
in the
Ghost of Everett didn't
conspiracy
even
world?
know who.
First episode, pal. I didn't give 2 shits. Still don't, but then either.
Still don't.
Yeah,
Alex Jones.
most of you will know Alex Jones from Infowars.com and PrisonPlanetTV.com. He's a big conspiracy guy. He's anti-government. He's very well liked in the conspiracy world. A lot
true.
of people think he's a nut job,
That's true too.
Yes.
but there's probably something to that too. So.
Most of you
What? That he's a nut?
That he's a nut job, yeah.
conspiracy guys are tinfoil hat wearing nut jobs. That's what I like to call them.
Yeah,
Right.
but even they get it right once in a while, right?
Yeah.
Even a
just
broken
like
clock
my
is right
opinion,
twice
man.
a day, sir.
Yeah.
That's
just
right.
like
Even a
it.
broken submarine will dive once.
Even the sun shines on a dog's ass.
European
right.
man.
Think about
Yeah,
it.
so these devil worshippers and Satan sacrificing people, they're all bad news, man. They're all bad news, but there's no real hard evidence for them. That's the one thing that I keep coming back to with this. Of all the research that I've done, there's
All 2 hours of it.
nothing that can actually hold up to a
You told me you did
logical
4.
research.
Maybe it was 3.5.
Well, it's too
Logical
shallow.
never know.
discussion with the Illuminati, because there's not enough out there to make you think that this is an actual conspiracy. I mean, it is a
said that.
conspiracy, but you can't
So you're
put a
telling
fact
me
to it.
I shouldn't be checking under my bed at night for the Illuminati.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't think this would be a
I finally agree with you.
conspiracy that you'd have to worry too much about,
Or
because
whenever I'm coming up the basement stairs and they shut the light off, I don't need to run a little bit faster because the Illuminati's behind me.
You do.
Oh, I do.
no, I wouldn't think so. These are the
Eric, what are you talking about?
red robe wearers with the
Oh, really?
the moose heads
The
and
Gregorian chants.
yes,
Moose
yes,
heads?
So
So say our listeners wanted to do a little bit of extra independent research on the subject. Where did you go, and where would you suggest people to look for more information on the Illuminati?
well, Google is always a good place to go to
Google's
find
good for everything. True.
Right. But short of Google searches, short of YouTube videos and everything, there's a website called Prison Planet TV.
PrisonPlanet.tv.
PrisonPlanetTV.com and Infowars.com. They're both run by Alex Jones. You could also go to the freethoughtproject.com or the official Illuminati Wikipedia page.
Wait a minute. Doesn't that confirm the Illuminati if they have an official Wikipedia
Illuminati confirmed. I think so. It's
Oh,
official.
page? What else you got?
Illumintrex.com, ILLUMITREX.com. That's another good Illuminati website. So, yeah, there's plenty of places on the web, plenty of places to find good
Plenty.
information on the Illuminati.
Plenty.
All right, everybody. That about wraps it up for this week. Well, thank you for,
Hey,
for
thank
listening
you.
in on our first week on Nick of Time in this new format.
God, you could tell we
We
were
promise
just
we're going to get a little bit better, a
green.
little bit tighter, and
Get a little
invite you
bit
next
better.
week with another topic. So
That's
remember
an
to like us on
unfulfilled promise.
Facebook.
Oh, goddamn, Armand.
You're just as shitty as you ever
Facebook.com.
were.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, sorry.
Jesus.
Sorry, I'm
/
just
Nick of Time Show. We're on Twitter at Nick of Time Show. Also, please remember to subscribe to us on iTunes for your Apple devices or Stitcher on your Droid devices. And if you like the show, please leave us a 5-star rating and a review. If you'd like to ask us a question or are interested in sponsoring the show, drop us an email at info@nickoftimepodcast.com. Until next time, for Eric, this is Everett.
This is Eric.
Oh boy, we're going to get better at that one.
Oh, yeah.
This
we
has been a
do.
Nick
What
of
was wrong
Time,
with
a
that?
presentation of the
wasn't
Light Up
bad.
Media.
It was a,
No,
I did it
let's-
for Eric.
we'll
I
run
said,
it back.
and for Eric, this is Everett, and this is Eric.
Oh, yeah. That's is that? I
in a
didn't, I didn't
review. If you'd like to ask us a question or are interested in sponsoring the show, drop us an email at info@nickoftimepodcast.com. Until next time, for Eric, this is Everett.
This is Eric.
We're going to get better at that one.
Oh, yeah.
This is
This has been a
redundant.
Nick of Time,
Yeah,
a
no
presentation
shit.
of the Light Up Media Group.
That's great. Yeah, you guys. It needed a little fine tuning. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to refine tune that shit, to be honest. kind of what
I like the alarm, though. You should still have that. Wake up.
We do have to wake up at the end of the show every
You
time.
do?
we?
I believe
I
so.
always turn it off, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, this is Peter Gunn right here.
This has been
All right,
Nick of
that's
Time,
enough. That's enough.
a lineup media.
Thank you. Okay, wow, first episode ever. It wasn't as bad as I thought.
But it was bad.
It was
bad, but it
pretty
wasn't
bad.
as bad as I thought.
Well, it's an interesting subject, though. That's because it's hard to. You can take both sides of that subject. In fact, I do. There is an Illuminati, but I agree with Everett. There's not a damn thing we can do about it.
That's fair.
And-
That's fair.
So, yeah, I guess just hell with it.
Yeah, go on like you did the day before when you weren't
Yeah.
thinking about the Illuminati.
Now, has it been that way always, you think? I think it has.
I think it
I
always
don't think
has.
it has. I think it's real. I mean, they have more power now because of technology.
I think they were called the Anunnaki back in the day. No, that was another joke we did on a show. Have you ever heard Zachariah Sitchin, the author that wrote like the 10th Planet, and then I can't remember the other one.
Was this fiction or this is actually?
No,
he thinks
he's
there's
the
a-
one that read those Sumerian
Yeah,
clay
Zachariah
tablets.
Sitchin
He
is most definitely fiction.
He translated those Sumerian tablets and wrote all those books, and
Oh.
he's the one that purported the theory about like the Illuminati, or not the Jesus Christ, the Anunnaki being from like planet Nibiru.
Oh, I've
You ever
heard of
heard
that.
of-
Oh,
yeah.
that's this guy's? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
I vacation on Nibiru.
What do you think about that?
What, Planet X?
Yeah,
Horse
all
shit.
levity aside.
Horse shit.
Where's our binary star at?
There ain't no binary star. There's not a
You got
brown
Nemesis?
dwarf at the edge
Is
of
it
our
called Nemesis?
Yeah,
That's
we're,
one of 'em.
we're the only star system with just one
I
star.
think that's
That's not
possible.
true.
I think that's possible. It could be a very
Not every
60
system is-
million year,
Well, you think there might be a brown dwarf or something out on the edge?
possibly.
Yeah.
That I think that's plausible.
I guess I think we would have seen it, but
because
I guess
that,
if it's
I mean,
that
there
cool,
have been
but-
these cycles.
Now, if there's another brown dwarf out on the edge, don't you think it could have a planet orbiting it? That when it comes back around and it's rotated? No.
Yeah, I mean it could be any kind of type of
So
satellite.
what you're saying is Planet Nibiru
But I
is
think what's-
not entirely unplausible.
I think
pla-
it's
implausible.
it's
plausible.
I think, like you said, I think it's a binary. Is probably what happens. Although the period is very long, and
3,600 years.
millions of years. I
Oh.
think more than that. But I think what happens is it draws in a lot of these trans-Neptunian objects, and that's what there are more collisions.
Stuff from the
and
Kuiper Belt and all
extinction-
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the extinctions, because they do come in these pretty normal
Regular periods.
regular intervals. Well, if you look at it, there's been 5 great extinctions.
It's true, but
KT, the Ordovician, Silurian extinction,
this guy,
Chicxulub.
Cretaceous, Permian.
that was that one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I
there have
don't
been
know.
like 5 great extinctions, and
About to be 6.
I hope so.
Jesus Christ!
We'll take the Illuminati.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. We've been in the studio now for about 2.5 hours. I'm getting a little tired here.
I thought we were gonna do 8 hours. Somebody asked for an
No.
8-hour show.
Yeah, they asked until they're fucking blue in the face.
They asked, but we
You
declined.
can ask all you want.
Somebody want 24 hours. Jesus Christ.
That's a
No
little rough.
24-hour streams for us. That'll make no.
Hey, I'm gonna go through the entire outro I had written down here that we should use. You know what I mean? It's kind of outdated, but I'm gonna go through it anyway.
Well, let's hear it then.
All right, it says this has been Surreal Talk, a look inside the cults, conspiracies, conspiracies, and the paranormal. This is the part of the show where we would like to ask you to give back a little. If you've enjoyed the show you've just listened to,
What?
pooping on it.
Wow.
Granted, we've still not yet reached any of the minimum withdrawal levels for any of our affiliate programs. Someday, boy, this is some scripted garbage. One way we support the show is by offering various affiliate programs. An affiliate program is more or less a referral reward system. That is, we get a reward if we can
You can
successfully...
fucking just stop now.
No, I
That's
like it.
terrible.
This
You
is
actually
terrible.
said this after every show?
Yeah, apparently. Or at least a few.
I don't remember that.
The first of these, you've heard it here 100 times before, is Amazon. Visit this URL, surrealtalkpodcast.com/Amazon, or visit our site, surrealtalkpodcast.com, and click the Amazon banner. It will take you to our special Amazon Associate storefront. Any purchases you make during that session will directly support the
About
show.
to fucking fall asleep.
Also, if you're into audiobooks, go to our website, surrealtalkpodcast.com, and click the Audible banner to create your 30-day trial account and download your free audio book. And as always, remember to like and subscribe to our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube accounts. That's facebook.com/surrealtalk, twitter.com/surrealtalkshow, and youtube.com/surrealtalkpodcast. The place that you really want to go, though, is facebook.com/group/surrealtalkgroup. That's our group.
And patreon.com/Surreal Talk.
Or surrealtalk.com/Patreon. What's
Yeah.
Patreon is a voluntary subscription service where you can subscribe to us for any amount of money you'd like, from $1 to $1 billion every month.
And it holds no extra
Yeah, we don't give you nothing extra for it. We're pieces of shit. If you'd like to contact us, you can reach us by email at info@surrealtalkpodcast.com or by messaging us at any of our social media pages. You can also leave a voicemail on surrealtalkpodcast.com by scrolling down the page and finding the voicemail widget. Please remember to leave a review on iTunes, Stitcher, Facebook, or whatever your chosen platform is. While we ask you to be honest in your review, please be nice.
No,
yeah,
not
right.
anymore. We
Don't
want
be
you
nice.
to be mean now.
Yeah,
we
cut
like the
that out.
content. We like the content where it's
Hey,
like
you want to
people-
read our last 3 reviews on iTunes that
Be
were
an ass.
horrible?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
good.
read them.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
like
Let me
horrible
Well,
reviews.
before we get out of here. We had 3 1-stars in a row. They're
All right, 3 1-stars in a row.
Jeez.
We did something right.
Yeah. Was really interested in listening to the Chris Benoit episode, but there are just too many chefs in the kitchen here. Way too much crosstalk.
Who was there?
It was Corey and T.O.
Yeah, but that show did like that.
It was great. I liked it.
It was one of our best shows ever, and also our YouTube video has just blown up about that.
Every man has his opinion.
Yeah,
and woman.
I agree.
Okay.
Next one, the subject line is argumentative, crabby, uninformed.
That must be
Must be
talking
talking
about
about
me.
Everett.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Gotta be me.
gotta be Everett.
Oh.
It was done by somebody. Glad I didn't subscribe. You two have obviously opposite political views.
Yeah, well, no,
Do
not
you?
really.
The,
I don't know.
I didn't
Yeah.
think that.
The guy kept complaining that the pod sucked, threw his papers out. This was definitely last week.
That's Everett.
Dumped his responsibility on his co-host. He was
Yeah,
hostile.
He does that a lot.
Nasty,
Nasty.
incredibly uninformed,
That's Everett.
generally negative about every topic that was brought up. He belittled his co-host while having nothing to offer. Next time, don't bother. Maybe skip it. Take the time to decide on a topic. Plan speaking points. If you two just continue to argue every tiny point, even the ones you agree upon, perhaps go your separate ways. These are supposed to be
Can't,
fun and
brothers.
entertaining, not crabby. Arguing about each individual point. Did you listen to this before posting the pod? No.
We don't
hell
do
no.
that.
Lived it.
No, of course not. That's not protocol. We
That's
don't
not a
edit
fan.
either. Yeah.
Yeah, last week was kind of bad.
Well, what was it? What was the topic? I haven't listened.
Organized crime.
We had
Oh,
like
that's a good
3
topic.
pages of talking points, but sometimes
Were
shows
you guys
don't.
pro or anti?
It wasn't anything
Well,
like that at
either
all.
or.
It
We
was
were
just more like an
explaining what it was
informative.
and examples.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
informative,
one of those times where the show didn't coalesce as it should.
Oh.
Just we had
I
all
wish
the
I'd
talking
been here
points.
for that one though.
Yeah.
I was in Louisville.
I know you'd have been great. You would probably were the missing
I
link.
love
Thank you,
organized
Emmanuel.
crime.
Let's see. I think there's one more here. Uninformed, unorganized, unfortunate is the subject line by listener 413.
Yeah.
Another
was-
1 star?
Yes.
Another 1 star. I was really interested in the subject matter and learning more about the selected topics. Unfortunately, while they have some notes to read from, there's a seeming lack of foresight on how to present the information. It feels very scattered and on the spot. The host also provide misinformation purely because their opinion is negative. One small example of this was calling the
Please.
Mormon Church a cult, citing John Smith and his magic underwear. This statement is banal and incorrect. They are very
So
much
I'm taking it this guy's probably a Mormon.
You guys were talking about organized crime and the Mormon
no,
church
this
came
is a
up?
different
Oh,
one.
oh.
People, sometimes we get reviews.
Oh, the Godfather, Mitt Romney.
Yeah. But he ends up by saying they are a very normal Christian religion, FYI. Thanks. I mean, they may be. All religion's a little weird to me.
You think they're all a cult, though, don't you?
Yeah, all
there you
religions
go.
are a fucking
Yeah.
racket.
It doesn't
let's be
matter
honest.
how
Right.
crazy they are. They believe in a fucking magic fairy up there in the sky.
And they're making money off of it.
Whatever. I don't care. Do what you want to do. Do it over there. Don't make me go into this again. If you want to scam people with your religion, if you want to get scammed by a religion, that's fucking free world.
Oh, no, Codename Killa, we don't get down on ourselves at all about the 1-star reviews. We actually read them because we enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, no, so, yeah, people are
We've
jerks.
had way too
We
many
know
shitty
that.
emails. And
Yeah.
Are you
take
guys
that
still
to heart.
reading or playing the voicemails that you get?
Yeah, we did 3 of them earlier in the episode.
Does Eric still talk to him?
Oh, yeah. That's why we kind of did
kinda
this.
fun.
It's kind of like this
Oh,
episode was
now
a
he's talking to
voicemail.
himself. Yeah.
Right. That was the whole thought behind this. We'll do the same thing we do with voicemails, but just to ourselves.
All right.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
that's why we call
sort
it
of
conversations
manic
with ourselves.
schizophrenia.
I asked him if it made me crazy.
Kind of. It
Yeah.
is.
You split
Because, I
personalities
mean,
now.
I'm answering. I'm asking the questions, and I'm
That's
answering.
T behind Everett. Somebody asked.
Oh, yeah, there's T back there.
T's right back there. Yep.
John Smith, one asked.
He's giving a
Smith and
finger.
Wesson.
There he is.
All right, guys. I guess I already did the outro. So
Yeah,
let's,
we're done,
Yeah.
man.
All right, well, we'll see you all next week.
No,
2
next
from
week
now.
we've got the Fortnite tournament.
Armand, you still in for 2 weeks from now? Sound good? You gonna be in town?
I think I will. I gotta see. What day is
T's
it?
wanting to be in. It's let's see, the 16th.
I'm going to
or
California.
23rd?
I got a podiatry seminar. I don't know why. I got to keep my license, but I don't know why I do it.
Let's see, date and time.
In Disneyland. Of all
That will be the
places.
23rd.
I think I'll be in Disneyland.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure something out.
3 weeks.
That'd be the
We'll do
30th.
the
you
medical.
free on the 30th?
Yeah. The
All right, let's count on it
medical,
then. We'll figure it out. 23rd, we'll come up with the show. We got 2 weeks till then.
You can just play my call. Seems to be a big hit.
You should
They
leave
were
us a
asking for
voicemail.
it
Yeah,
earlier.
drop dead, all of you.
You should leave us a voicemail, Armand, and we'll play it on the air
I'll
next
leave
week.
you a voicemail. My middle finger.
I've been meaning to upload that to YouTube. I just haven't got around to it.
Don't do that, you jerks.
What? It's already on there,
I hate
sort
that
of.
damn thing.
It's already on there.
Kill Chris.
It wasn't Chris, though. I don't
It
know where
was
that came
Chris.
from. I was the one who working that
Oh,
board.
it was you.
That
I
was
hate
me.
You.
That was completely 100% me.
Chris takes credit for that.
I don't know why. I did that one and I did the Cromer one. I found the soundboards. I worked the boards. That was me. Sorry, it was funny. I thought it was funny. Anyway,
All right.
It was
Vote
good
Team
stuff.
Eric.
go team.
Yeah, there
Eric.
you go.
Yeah.
Well, final count. I think 16, 17.
I don't think he had many in that second
Yeah,
that second
me either.
bit.
Me either.
I think it was only one or two.
Let me bring up my papers here. I got it sitting on 17, but I'm sure we probably missed a few.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Pretty good. All right, guys. We'll catch you all here in a few weeks.
Right.
See ya.
Zeta. Like Emmanuel says, Team Eric.
Don't play that call.
Still live.
Are we? Yeah. Final count about what, Codename Killer?
Number supposedly.
Oh, fuck. I think we lost count at about 20.
Shame on you.
Looks like the guy from Hangover. Oh, that was fucking... That's funny, though, but that's kind of racist. Big Boofy. Show rating 8. Thank you, Frank. Team Eric, thanks, Brad. Team Eric, thanks, Emmanuel. Show rating 69. Paul not walking. Paul, you're a bit of a troublemaker, but I like your style. Can I get a Team Eric in the chat, please? Yeah, I rate this show about an 8, 7. It was good. It was a lot of fun, and it was interesting, so.
It was more fun than I thought it would be. I was really concerned with it.
See you later, Richard Murray.
How about a little truth here about how this came around? So I was talking to the boss here, the chief, the commander-in-chief here of Lineup Media Group, and I was telling him my concerns with Surreal Talk, that we've gone through all of our topics. After 2 years of doing it, you get a little wiser to this stuff, and it's a lot like these topics get to feel like the boy who cried wolf. You know what I mean? And I had concerns about how we're going to keep doing this. You know what I mean? It's been a while. So he had a bunch of ideas. One of them that probably the one I liked the least was this, what we did today. He says, why don't you just listen to your old shows and talk about how how you feel about how that show went and your differences of opinion now versus then. And that's where it came from. And my thoughts of how we can keep the show going, I asked him, and that's where he brought it back. So mission accomplished. I think it worked. Okay, guys.
I think it was good.
Yep. All right, well, let's kill it, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks from now.
Definitely. Later,
See yous.
alligators. You guys are supposed to say after a while, crocodile. What the fuck's wrong with you?